right, you got another Thursday night classic last night, huh? Ooh, you enjoy that? All right, if I tell you, I glanced at it a few times, but didn't see a bunch of it. 19-9, the mighty, mighty Vikings. Although the mighty, mighty Vikings will take that mighty, mighty win and move on.
Still did not outscore the Washington Nationals.
See?
That would have been a great prop.
That was the question. It would have been a great prop bet.
With Washington, right?
Yeah, will the Redskins outscore the Nationals?
They like nines.
In 2 weeks, they've scored 9 points. That would be an average of 4.5 points per week, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Correct.
All right. In 2 weeks, they've scored 9 points. The Nationals, the baseball club in their town, scored 12 the other night. Good morning and happy Friday to you. It's your opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Hoser producing for you. Josh is in on this Friday, producing for you on our visual medium. It is ProView Networks. You can find us. The show is simulcast around the state of New Mexico on Comcast Channel 26, on ProViewNetworks.com, on all their social media platforms, and, of course, on our Facebook page, The OD in the AM. What's good?
What it do? I couldn't think of the right word for that game last night. It was just there. Like, it wasn't exciting. The Vikings were in control through the entire game. They weren't scoring touchdowns, but you're like, yeah, Washington is not going to win this, even when Case Keenum gets his concussion. It was just there.
All right, so and for me it was just there too.
It was just
right, and we had an event last night, and so it was up, and I was watching, and every time I looked up, I saw somebody in purple, all purple, running up and down the field. But and then I'd look at the score, and I'm like, wow, I kicked in a field goal. Oh, they didn't get in the end zone. I just, I didn't sit there and study the game, and then I kind of looked at it afterwards and figured out what happened. I still think the Vikings are good, and certainly defensively,
they're fine.
They're good. And
it was like a work day that you're just dragging through, and you're like, I just want to get to the end so I can get to my extended weekend.
I've had a few of those.
So you have an extended weekend upcoming, so let's just get to the end of this and enjoy a few extra days.
Yeah,
and that was the Minnesota Vikings last night.
And now they get the 10 days off or whatever, the advantage of having the short week, and nobody ever tells you, you get the long week on the backside. Everybody complains, and I think rightfully so, about having to play on Thursday after playing on Sunday and playing on a short week, and what that means for bodies and quality of games and all that stuff. And I think that's absolutely real. But the flip side of that, the benefit of that, is now where you get to have the weekend off and have the extended recovery time and period. So I think they're pretty good. And when you look at the standings now in the NFC North, there's the Minnesota Vikings sitting right at top. And that was the team I told you, one of the teams I told you at the beginning. I liked Jacksonville, and then they lost their quarterback. And then Minnesota, because I thought they were really close. They got healthy with Delvin Cook. I thought they had weapons on the outside. Now, I didn't think Kirk Cousins was going to struggle as much as he did early. He seems to have found a little bit of a groove, but there they are at 6-2 and just a half game behind the Packers headed into the weekend, and the Packers are still to play. I think the Vikings have to be considered when you talk about the top teams in the NFC.
You do, and I know Kirk Cousins is easy to pile on because he's going to ebb and flow. He is that quarterback.
Was last night ebb or flow?
Last night was just
which one?
Last night was a cruise.
Oh, okay.
Like he was just cruising, kind of flatlining, getting through, making some plays with Stephon Diggs, and the final drive of the game just kind of set it all, where they felt like they had the ball for like 9 minutes in the fourth quarter and just kept 4 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards, first down,
right,
and just pulverized the Washington front seven. But I think when you look at the Vikings, because he's a guy that can flash top 10 quarterback at times, and that's all you need at moments, because you have such a solid offense and defense that if he is just humming along at a good pace, you're never going to be like, wow, I want Kirk Cousins over X amount of guys, but he can make plays. That's ultimately why they did guarantee his contract, and that's why they're sitting there right behind the Green Bay Packers, because you look at the Packers, Vikings, and Saints with the San Francisco 49ers, that's above everyone else right now. They're in great positions. Those are the teams that can pull away. And then we're starting to see some separation. The NFC North, it's dipped a bit because I did like the Lions, but the results just aren't there. And now they have a long way to go because they're 2-3-1. Yeah. They've lost 2 division games in a row. The Bears, the question marks at the quarterback position. So that division, which did start so well, you see separation now.
Do you remember when Kirk Cousins was a free agent? And I mean, the Broncos, right? The Broncos went hard. He was the guy. He was the guy on the market. And I kind of go back to the question I think I asked at the time, and I'll ask it again because I don't know that it's changed. But tell me the free agent quarterback who moved as a free agent, not a trade like Jimmy Garoppolo, who changed a quarterback's future. How many quarterbacks can you think of that went into the free agent market like Kirk Cousins did and completely changed the future, got that team to where they were? Now, Peyton Manning, I guess you could say because he won a Super Bowl.
They're few and far between where you
Right.
see a major free agent impact, because the last one you'd go back to Drew Brees,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
And Peyton Manning was basically
And he-
for a couple of years.
Yeah, but
yes.
there's not a lot you point to, like guys that are really kind of smack dab in the middle of their career, like Kirk Cousins. And as things have gone on, he has proven to be the perfect $84 million quarterback. Like you get mostly what you expected at Kirk Cousins. He has some good moments. I'm still like Team Cousins. If you're looking at the options and where they were over Case Keenum, I would still go Kirk Cousins in that route.
Right.
And 6-2. And
But it really is an interesting scenario because we always have this conversation, and I'll go back to the Dak Prescott and Cowboys thing. If you've got a quarterback, you hold on to him because the majority of clubs in the NFL that believe they're doing something have a homegrown quarterback, right? I mean, whether it's Aaron Rodgers. Now, Brett Favre was not homegrown essentially, but he kind of was. He was drafted by the Falcons, but he pretty much was. But if you go through the teams that you think are in a place to do something right now, New England, Baltimore, even Cleveland, right? Indianapolis got a trade for Jacoby Brissett. Houston's grown their quarterback. Kansas City is growing their quarterback. Dallas is growing their quarterback. Philadelphia, Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit. You mentioned New Orleans with a free agent. San Francisco was a trade. Like they're when teams say, "Well, we'll just go get another quarterback," where are you getting them?
yeah, because to that point, the good ones and even just the league average, you think maybe there's a little bit more. They don't hit the market like that.
They just don't. And then there's the Nick Foles. So Nick Foles would be one, but he's not doing anything yet in Jacksonville. And Gardner Minshew has stolen the show down there because Nick Foles has been hurt. So I look at it, and Kirk Cousins would be an outlier if he gets him to where they want to be, right? And he hasn't yet. And you may tell me they get there in spite of him, and there might be there might be something to it. But I just be careful when you always say, well, we'll find one in free agency. There'll be someone there because
There'll be quarterbacks, but there might not be a winning quarterback.
again,
a successful, a constant.
you can point out one or
quarterback
two, but you can't point out a trend, can you? Unless I'm missing something. It's just not
Because
there.
those players don't hit the market, and the way to acquire them is, as you laid out, you have to trade. You're going to have to give up assets for even someone that flashes for 2 or 3 games.
Yep.
So any New England Patriot backup quarterback
Yep.
to bring them in. And the rest, you look at the Nick Foles situation, but it goes back to they drafted and developed somewhat, Carson Wentz, so they had extra Nick Foles, and they're like, we're good. We're not going to invest in what you're going to get paid for what you produced.
Yep. All right, come on in today. We're wide open. At 8 o'clock this morning, Robert Kekaula, who is the voice, the television voice for the Hawaii Rainbows in football, and is calling the game. If you end up watching the game on the Facebook tomorrow, Robert, who I think is a tremendous play-by-play guy, and I've told you that for years, he's in town, and Robert's going to be with us at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll talk Global Hawaii football tomorrow. It is homecoming out at Dream Style Stadium. We got a lot to do, get into the Astros, the World Series, what's going on there. We will get into the New Mexico Bowl title sponsorship and the statement and the position that ESPN took yesterday and the future. And NBA stuff as well. So we got a lot to do. 505-246-0610 is the Quan's Auto Care Hotline, 888-922-0610. You can send emails, jeff@610knml.com or jj@610knml.com. We got stuff to give away today, too? You got nothing back there? Can you find something?
I'll look around.
All right. I mean, see if you got something. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Think the winning team here tonight will be the last 6A team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto. Night. Hope it warms up a little. Rolling, looking. He's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The Isaac Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Siembieda.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return, catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease, one man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Is Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun, pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out, incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut!
We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang. This one made me feel all
Watch the World Series tonight. Back at it in Washington, D.C. First World Series game in our nation's capital since 1930 what? 33 or something? Is that what they're telling me? It's pretty unbelievable. I mean, it's just insanity when you think about it.
I heard something like 1929. I don't know.
All right.
Is that the last time
That's
they were in the World Series, maybe?
I heard what it's been a long bleeping time.
Long time.
Right? And certainly D.C. was out without baseball for a long time, too. Yeah. But it's however long it's been. I thought it was 33, but I'll take 29 because it's pretty much the same thing to me.
Yeah.
But
pretty close.
It's been some time.
And for the Astros, they're a team that's in shambles on and off the field. And the two things don't coincide, but it's an organization that's in a very bad spot. So you have the question of how did it get to that point with the front office?
Yep.
We'll talk about. And then a baseball team that just collapsed in an inning that was just so unexpected to see. All right, you give up 3 or 4 runs, you have a rough inning, maybe you get beat up a little bit, okay, but then just the defensive plays that didn't go their way. The chip, boom, floodgates open. Just a wild 2 games with their aces on the mound. And then the track record for Justin Verlander, it's all pointing towards the Nationals, but I'm expecting good game from Houston tonight.
It can't be a sweep, right? I mean, it can be, but it won't be, right?
That would be one of the most
the biggest
moments in a championship game or series in a while.
The biggest favorite since 2007 when the Red Sox were favored over the Rockies, as far as a betting favorite, to not only get beat, because that happens and it's baseball, and I think baseball's the most arbitrary resulted game, but to get swept would be a wow. Now, when you reference the front office stuff, the Astros fired their assistant general manager, a guy named Brandon Taubman. Inappropriate comments he yelled at female reporters. They had to fire him, right? Roberto Osuna is their closer, and I don't know if you recall last year, right before the Astros acquired Osuna, he was charged. Charges were dropped, but Major League Baseball put a 75-game suspension for a domestic violence policy violation. And there were pretty graphic explanations, or I'm sorry, graphic allegations and descriptions of the allegations, right? And so you've got an alleged domestic abuser on your roster, and there was certainly a lot of is a lot fair. There was certainly protest and conversation when he came over, right? And understandably so, correct?
But it is one that we see even with the policies and the change and all the stories we've talked about. Really, once a dude serves a suspension, everyone just moves on. Like, oh, it's been there, done that. But this situation, the way the Astros handled it, because so what happened is after that final game, the Brandon Taubman.
Taubman, like John Traub, but Taubman
was. I'm so glad we got Robert Osuna. I'm so bleeping glad we got Osuna. And when you're in moments, you know when something is directed at you or being said in your direction. And there was a group of female reporters that are like, "Why is this guy going off on Roberto Osuna?" And didn't the guy actually just blow the game instead of win the game? So what's his angle here?
He's the one who gave up the home run in the top of the 9th inning that damn near, well, he blew the save. He got the win.
Blew the save, but he gets the win just because he's the last pitcher on the mound for the Houston Astros. But the thing that I can't believe how the Astros just fumbled that immediately after, where they go on the attack, saying it's a fabricated story. They went after the reporter, tried to discredit her for this, and then come back around and say, oops, we were wrong, we didn't have the facts. So why would you make a statement like that in the first place?
I guess the woman, the female reporter had upset Taubman before because, and this is crazy in its own right, he evidently was unhappy because she had tweeted out the phone number of a domestic violence hotline during Osuna's appearance. That's according to National Public Radio, the NPR. But he absolutely, by all accounts, directed his yelling, his whatever. He says, "Thank God we got Osuna. I'm so bleeping glad we got Osuna," at female reporters, and one of them was Stephanie Opstein, who writes for Sports Illustrated. And then they went out and said that she completely fabricated the situation. They went on the attack against her. And then they retracted, said, well, no, in fact, I guess we were wrong, and we fired this guy. And Jeff, what's his name? The GM.
Jeff Luno.
What's his name?
Luno.
Jeff Luno. Tried to talk his way through this thing yesterday at a press conference, and just... and again, sometimes less is more. But of the things that was said and asked, he was asked if you apologized to the reporter, who basically you went after her and went after her career. He says, no, I haven't, because I had a tough conversation with somebody who I've worked with, basically had to fire Brandon Taubman, and then we were traveling, and I will as soon as I get the chance. She was in the room. She was sitting right there. Like he could have said, you know what, I have not, and found it. And Stephanie, I apologize. I'm sorry. We handled this incredibly poorly, and you were put in a position which you shouldn't have been put in. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's not what I stand for. It's not what we stand. I mean, right?
Yeah, none of that happened.
Right, none of that happened.
It was just an incredible set of days that off the field, compounded with on the field, the Astros in a very bad spot heading into Game 3.
Yeah, it was, and just the whole explanation of what was right and memory recollection and we don't know the truth, but we know what happened. Well, what? We don't know the truth, but we know what happened. So we fired Brandon Taubman because we know it shouldn't have happened. I mean, really, this is, unless I'm missing something, and very, very well can be, JJ. It's pretty simple. I mean, did the man scream those things or not? Well, I don't know what his intent was. Well, you obviously, as you said, had a conversation with this man with whom you've worked for a number of years. You're the boss. Did he come into your office and did you say, did you do it? What was your intent? I mean, this one, sometimes things are complicated. Sometimes there's a lot of moving parts. It doesn't feel like this should have been that complicated, does it?
No, it's because there's no accountability initially, and they could have just said, hey, we're going to let Brandon step away from the team while we look into this, figure out what happened. Instead, they just immediately went on the attack, trying to discredit the reports, discredit the reporter, and you fabricated a story. There's absolutely nothing there. And then it's backtracking.
Yeah. All right, come on in, because it's crazy. So tonight, A.J. Hinch, by the way, the manager, has had to kind of be the front guy on this, and I can imagine he's not very happy about it. He's trying to get out of a 2-0 hole in the World Series and try to win a World Series, and it comes down on the players. And this is an organization where you've looked at and said, wow, they do things right, baseball-wise. They're kind of the model organization in a lot of respects, right? Homegrown talent. They've won. They've made good acquisitions. They built this thing from the bottom. Like baseball, strict baseball-wise. I'm not take this whole mess out. But then you start looking and peeling back what they're. I mean, one guy can start a fire, huh? One guy, Daryl Morey, Brandon Taubman. One guy can start a fire, huh? And boy, this thing just takes off. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Mortgages and home loans can be complicated, but you can take the mystery out of home buying at Kirtland Federal Credit Union. You can head to their website and find blog articles about how to get mortgage ready and learn about the available mortgage programs. Kirtland Federal Credit Union also offers seminars so you can gain firsthand knowledge of the process and meet the Kirtland Federal Credit Union's home loan team. And these are awesome. Be sure to check out their next Home and Brew event. Hosted at local breweries, Home and Brew events invite you to drop by after work, have a beer, and get a fun look at the mortgage process. You can ask questions, meet the Kirtland Federal Credit Union home loan team, and take home some fun goodies. To find the next Home and Brew event, go to their website, kirtlandfcu.com/events. That's kirtlandfcu.com/events. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender federally insured by the NCUA.
Sports Animal Time is now 7:25. Here's another look at Friday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center. Well, right now we just have one accident that happened earlier. It's still backups happening there. That is eastbound Paseo, just east of the river, that has the left lane blocked right now. And then the other thing to worry about right now is traffic lights are flashing red at Eubank in Candelaria. If you come to that intersection, treat that like a four-way stop. If you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
4K a day. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Hey, you're that famous actress. You must travel so much. What's the best site for hotel deals?
Hilton.com.
No. One with crazy savings.
Hilton.com. With their price match guarantee, if you find a better rate, they match it and take 25% off.
No, one with lots of options.
Hilton.com has 16 top hotel brands. Hampton, Hilton Garden Inn, Waldorf Astoria.
Hilton.com. You should totally do their commercials.
Expect better. Expect Hilton.
You're good.
I know, thank you.
Applicable terms and conditions at Hilton.com.
There's money in them walls.
Yes, honey. Does he always talk like that? Ever since we got our home equity loan from Kirtland Federal Credit Union, he's been telling everyone.
Kirtland Federal Credit Union does home equity loans? I thought they were just for the military.
You don't have to be in the military, and it was so easy to apply.
Apply today at kirtlandfcu.org/homeequity. Kirtland Federal Credit Union. We're more than military. We're for life. An equal housing lender. Approval based on creditworthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility applies. See your representative for complete details. Sweet deal guy here. You're going to love this one. It's Albuquerque's High Point Grill. The perfect blend of gourmet burgers and handmade pastas with a dash of New Mexico flavor. High Point Grill's founder and 2018 New Mexico Chef of the Year, Mike White, serves fresh, mouth-watering dishes like choice-cut tenderloin mac and cheese with green chili. Or try all 10 of the gourmet mac and cheese dishes. Push the kids out of the way. This is our mac and cheese, baby. Start things off with a savory appetizer like the hand-cut garlic Romano fries and the award-winning Southwest burger with a red chili crust topped with local green chili and cheddar cheese. I gotta stop recording and just go eat. Handmade pasta? Check. Compliment your meal with one of the 25-plus local brews or 30-plus wines. High Point Grill, rated excellent on Google, Yelp, and TripAdvisor. $50 in High Point Grill gift certificates can be yours for just $25 with this week's sweet deal. High Point Grill, 9780 Coors Boulevard Northwest, or visit them at highpointgrill.com.
Go to sportsanimalabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet.
Ad sponsored by Open Jar Concepts. Attention veterans and active duty military. If you were issued combat arms earplugs after 2002 and were diagnosed with hearing loss or ringing in the ears, you may be entitled to significant compensation. The manufacturer paid $9 million to resolve claims that their earplugs were defective, potentially exposing service members to damaging sound levels resulting in hearing loss and tinnitus. Call today for a free legal consultation at 800-243-1391. Again, 800-243-1391. That's 800-243-1391.
The Dan Patrick Show, today at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610. the sports animal.
Washington State, Oregon tomorrow on the Sports Animal, 8 o'clock. You start your day off with ABQ Central with Fred and Van, local radio. On the mic with Mike Adams at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then Washington State, Oregon coming up at 8 o'clock tomorrow. We got NFL for you on Sunday. Eagles and Bills at 10:30. Browns and Patriots at 2. Packers and Chiefs will be the evening game.
And Jarvis Landry guarantees the Cleveland Browns are going to beat the New England Patriots.
All right. And Doug Peterson, or isn't that his name? The Eagles coach?
Doug Peterson. Yeah, you have to eat it. I'm all for guarantees. You just got to go with it. You can't then start backing off and saying, no, I think we're going to try to win, as Jarvis Landry did. That's fine. Put it out there. Just wear it then. And if you don't, be like, hey, I was wrong. They beat us.
And I guaranteed you, and now
I don't think the Patriots need necessarily any more motivation to go out there and beat the Cleveland Browns. I don't think they're going to go up to that post-game podium and be like, man, if Jarvis Landry hadn't guaranteed the Browns were winning, I don't know if we would have gotten up for this game.
Yeah. All right, we're going to talk. Robert Kekaula is the play-by-play voice, Hawaii Television. He's in town to do the game for you on Facebook if that's where you're going to watch. Maybe you're out of town or driving down I-25 from Laramie to Colorado Springs or something. That might be how I catch that game, huh? Is there which app can I get KKOB and listen to you guys?
iHeart, I believe.
Is that where it is? All right, I'll try to find that as well.
I don't know if they have their own app, though, maybe.
No.
Do they have an app?
We do.
Yeah, I'll find it. All right. Yesterday, I know, and I've been getting a lot of emails, and I appreciate them. The New Mexico Bowl sponsorship, you probably saw the statement that ESPN, the owner and operator of the New Mexico Bowl, and as you may or may not know, my employer, as executive director of the New Mexico Bowl, issued a statement that said we notified Dreamhouse that we have terminated its title sponsorship agreement with the New Mexico Bowl. We remain focused on ensuring a quality experience for our fans. And obviously there was a lot that was said. I know a lot of people, you read stuff, you heard stuff, and that's our statement, and we're moving on. And JJ, you know me well enough, and you know me professionally, you know me personally, and I'm not going to commentary on it. I'm really not. But what I will tell you is we are moving into a situation, and we're going to continue to ensure that we put on a great event for this town. And that's, we're moving forward, and that's what I got for you.
Well, it's a game that I always do look forward to. I think it's great for the city. It's good for the state. It helps me personally reset as just a sports fan. It's a day where you could get away, kind of get out of the hot takeness of it all, and just consume a good event. And with anything, it's about accountability and getting out front, kind of just some of the things we talked about in our previous segment in regards to the Houston Astros. And the ESPN and the New Mexico Bowl did what they had to do. Maybe it was too early in a sense to try to get that partnership going, but whatever happens, the bowl game is going to be stable. And I think what it's shown is the bowl itself. Jeff, the people that work for that game have built trust, have built accountability in this city where if something happens, it's not going to crumble the entire entity. And I think it's also evident by the way ESPN has responded in this, how they've handled this situation where they're still backing the bowl game. It's not sitting there teetering. It's not going to fall apart, and something you can look forward to. And it's the challenges, you address them head on. And you
Rudy on the line. Want to talk domestic violence.
Halfway through the football season, and we're going to have a bowl game in December, like we always do, here in Albuquerque. And we're going to keep on rolling. So opening drive, rolling along. Got a big morning for you, though I'm really excited about this one. And, Jeff just mentioned it, 8 o'clock. Robert Kakalua, he is the Spectrum television voice for Hawaii football. And that is going to be the feed that will be carried on Facebook if you're unable to get out to the stadium, 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon for Hawaii versus New Mexico. I'm just fascinated to talk to Robert about this Hawaii offense. Nick Rolovich coming back in, the former Hawaii quarterback, with the run and shoot and just the Cole McDonald experience overall, because we saw it all happen in 0 week, where he goes out there, throws 4 touchdowns, but then he throws 4 interceptions. He's pulled for a freshman, comes in, helps them win that game. They beat Arizona in the final seconds, holding on defensively. But then Cole McDonald came back in. He's over 2,000 yards passing right now. It's an explosive offense, and we know that's the area where
related to baseball
struggle most, and that is defensively against the pass. So I'm really excited just about that conversation, getting some more insights on Hawaii and really what Rolo has been able to do the last 2 years for this football team. So we'll get into that, of course, what's going to happen with the Lobos on the field, their situation, Bob Davie addressing, and just keeping the team together right now. The focus with Deshaun Jones, indefinite suspension as of now for the allegations that he's going through, and it's just about consistency. We talked with Jacoby Hearn yesterday, one of the Lobo linebackers, and he said it's just about putting your head down and getting to work football-wise. And even when your team's struggling, they're 2-5 right now, but they cannot wait for 2 p.m. because that is their moment where they can just get away, they can lock in, and then try to execute out there on that football field and see if they can get a result against a good team that is coming off a challenging trip to the mainland last week, where Air Force put it on them on the ground, scored 56 points, pulled away in the second half. So the Lobos' run game, it's what they're going to do. Now, the style of run, we see it. It's not necessarily the option offense, but it's going to be a lot of one-back sets, some RPOs, and Tavaka Tuioti, it's his job. Knowing that it's only Trey Hall behind him, and we have not seen Trey Hall in extended Division I football play, he's going to get the opportunity to play through some of his mistakes. If that happens, what is his mindset going to be? The mentality of Tavaka Tuioti to get through those moments, to keep bringing that spark, the dynamic player that we keep hearing he is, that the coaches say he is, but he hasn't done it on the football field. And the one thing we do know, well, if you hear from the players, they're in Tavaka's corner. Like, everyone is behind him, but yet he just hasn't been able to do it consistently on that football field. And it's one piece to the whole offensive puzzle, but it's still the biggest piece at that quarterback position. So we'll talk with Robert Kakalua at 8 a.m., the television voice. This weekend, the Spectrum TV/Facebook voice of Hawaii football, which will be broadcasting that game about what to expect. Also, getting the World Series 3, 4, and maybe 5 on Sunday, so 3 games in Washington. How do the Astros respond on the field? It's a mess right now, and it can kind of go hand in hand. It can get blurred with how messy the front office, that situation has been with what happened on the baseball field. Game 2, it was top of the 7th inning, just an implosion, got away from them. But tonight, it's the wild card, and it's the one pitcher that I thought was going to be the difference maker in this series if Washington was going to be successful. Here they are, already sitting up 2-0 in this series, and it's Anibal Sanchez. He was the wild card. If they get a good start out of him, then it's going to be problems for the Houston Astros, because that lineup has not been as consistent as the Nationals. Yes, the flash, the star power is with the Stros. Springer, Altuve, Alex Bregman, even Carlos Correa at the back end, because he's been there, done that in the postseason. All of a sudden, you're getting big-time at-bats out of veterans. Kurt Suzuki with the home run, whereas Ryan Zimmerman homered in Game 1. What you're getting out of Howie Kendrick, and then potentially the NL MVP at third base, Anthony Rendon, Trey Turner, Adam Eaton. You're like, wow, look at this lineup. Now, it's not flashy. It didn't get all the hype, but they've been outplaying the Houston Astros, and it's still wild. Well, yeah, I picked the Astros in 6. I thought they were going to win the series. Just how big of underdogs the Nationals were when they had the 2 pitchers in this game that are just as good, and right now better than Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander, to see how big an underdog they were in that situation. We got a lot to get to. Steve Kerr, as well, talking about the blowout loss in Game 1 for the Golden State Warriors as they open their brand new building. It's going to be a rocky season for Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors. A ton to get to. The opening drive. Catch us on ProView Networks, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
here tonight. It'll be the last 6A team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto.
Hope it warms up a little.
Rolling, looking, he's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The Isaac Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Back to Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Siembieda.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return. Catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease. One man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Is Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun. Pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out. Incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut!
We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Kekaula will be with us coming up at 8 o'clock, the voice of Hawaii television. And if you're going to watch the game, for some reason you're going to be out of town, you're going to watch it on the Facebook, that's the voice you will hear. He's terrific. He'll be with us. We'll talk Hawaii's football team and Lobo homecoming coming up at 8 o'clock. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh. You're welcome to come in today at 246-0610 or send an email. Jeff at 610knml.com, JJ at 610knml.com. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Just transitioning from my car. I was listening and I thought I'd get a call in, so I got home before. But I did want to talk about this Houston Astros situation. I think it just goes to show you what a fine line sports can be. I don't know how much this whole thing had to do with the way the Astros played the first 2 games, but how can it not affect you? It's noise, and sometimes noise filters into the clubhouse. I don't know if that's what's going on or not, but, man, I thought we had made more progress. And then you have a person kind of show his true colors, and it's really disgusting to me that he made those comments. I can't believe a supposed, learned executive, if you even think that, just keep it to yourself, I guess. But now the cat's out of the bag, and you know what kind of person he is. I mean, how insensitive can you be, Joe?
At that point, incredibly insensitive, and you wonder, where that comes from. Was that a little bit of liquid in him? Was he celebrating? Was he just ridiculously stupid? And honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter.
No, because
insensitive.
he showed who he is.
He showed who he is. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so now people can change, and hopefully he will change, and hopefully this will be, a point in his life where he gets serious. I have sisters. I have a mom. I've seen, them and their relationships and some things that have happened to my sisters that really upset me. And as a brother, you sit there, and when any time, your sister is hurting or she's been hurt by somebody, it really, really bothers me. And I just think that at this point in our country, we better get this stuff together, and people better start treating other people right. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter about men or women. It's people treating people the right way.
Yeah, I think that's right. All right, man. It was good to see you last night. Enjoy enjoy homecoming weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll see you. 246-0610. I think that says it pretty well, right? I mean, can we treat people well? Like, what's your point? Even if you feel that way in that moment, like, even if for whatever reason you're what was his name, Brandon Taubman, even if that's the way you feel, and I don't even know what that means, right? If you're yelling, "I'm glad we got Osuna," I'm so bleeping glad we got Osuna.
Like, it doesn't justify what the allegations were against him, or make anyone like less right or wrong in that situation. Like, it's just, again, the attitude of downplaying such a serious situation.
So even if you feel like you support this man somehow, and that, look, to his point, people change, good people do bad things. I'm not condoning that at all by any means, but I also don't know the whole situation. But even if you feel that way, why would you in that moment direct that message to a woman, period, to a woman who is an advocate against domestic violence? Where would that enter into your whole thought process? And I think, to Rudy's point, it shows a lot about who you are, right? All right, what do you think about Michael Bennett and the Cowboys? Ooh, Patriots traded Bennett for a 7th-round pick, could end up being a 6th.
They get a good rotational player and one that is going to be there for a year and then move on.
All right.
Because that's his recent track record is teams put up with him for a year and then move on from him, and not even a year in some cases. But Dallas, fine. When you look at their defensive line rotation, bring a Michael Bennett for maybe just a 6th-round pick, yeah, you'll do it.
Yeah, if he costs you a 6th or 7th-round pick and he may help you, I think that's worth it, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if he helps you get to where you think you're going, yeah. I think that's spectacular for them. I'm not sure how I think they lose in that because I don't. I think it's really good. All right, last night you had a 19-9 Thursday night game. Boy, they've either been really good or really just not. Right? I mean, there's been no 24-17 decent games. They've either been really good or really not.
And it's a primetime game. It's a focal point. So it's going to get more emphasis, more talked about than just a Sunday slate where you can be distracted by a couple good games. But it's sports.
Yeah.
So it's what you expect. Sometimes all the hype can be for naught, and the unexpected ones are good.
The Thursday games, I think, are a little more than sports. But look, they're not going away.
You know what's not exciting?
What?
Monday Night Football. But it happens.
But it's been the matchups, huh?
Miami and Pittsburgh, Monday Night Football. Let's go.
Why am I getting Miami and Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football? Like even when they put that together in the offseason, how did that look exciting? Pittsburgh was going to be good.
At some point, the schedules are, we can't have the Dallas Cowboys play every night.
Sunday night. I get it. But
unfortunately.
But when you put it together, like the Steelers were going to be good. The Steelers were my pick with Roethlisberger to win that division. They're not going to, right? Everybody thought Miami was going to be a dog, right? And you don't have to put everybody's got to play on Thursday Night Football, but everybody didn't have to play on Monday night. When they put that one together, fine, there's a game on the schedule, but bury that on.
I didn't know that. I thought at least you got to play on Monday night at least one time.
No. Thursday night, everybody's got to play. But because it's a competitive thing, too. It's the short week and all that. The Monday night thing is feature. And I understand that Sunday night is somewhat taken over that role.
No, it definitely took over.
And I don't know why, because it's Sunday night, you get football all day. Monday was always something special, right? It was just like that extra, hey.
You know what happened is when they took it off the regular airways.
Off of ABC and put it on ESPN?
Because that's what Sunday night used to be when it was on ESPN, and then when they switched over, that's how I saw it happening. I mean, I may not be right.
Was the Sunday night game used to be on ESPN?
Way I feel.
So
I think there was a little bit of that, but even if you're not a cable or satellite person, like all the streaming services have that now, and that's still, I think, the majority.
Do you get ESPN Plus for $4.99 a month?
No, I don't.
Because you can get that and get all the ESPN programming and cast it to your TV, right? You can get the regular ESPN programming, right, on ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is, but I'll tell you the biggest issue is when you give me a dog game like that. I mean, it's going to be a great game for you to listen to here on the radio, and I don't think you should miss it. How come it says here? Who types these up? Carlisle? It says Dolphins and Chiefs, even though I know that's not right. Is that who does these? I'm just
trying to.
He tried to change it.
You want me to fix it?
Some excitement in.
Yeah, that would have been. Well, I don't. Would Dolphins and Chiefs been better?
I don't know. At least maybe fingers crossed, get Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I think Dolphins and Steelers will be more competitive than Dolphins and Chiefs, right? With what's my boy's name?
Mahomes?
No, my Steeler quarterback.
Oh, the duck guy.
Duck call. Hodges.
Delvin Hodges. Yeah.
Devlin
Hodges against, what am I getting, Fitzmagic? Or am I
getting
Josh Rosen?
Matt Moore, Josh Rosen.
Can I watch the Josh Rosen, please?
No.
I mean, is the World Series on a Monday? Might not last till Sunday, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not. That would be a travel day. Is it 2-3-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be the travel day. All right. That's what you get. But
hey. Happens.
You got a
Can't
pretty
schedule perfect.
No, that's right. I'm looking at the schedule. What would I have done as far as, what would I rather see on Monday night and not take the usual suspect? I'd rather see Raiders Texans. That would interest me. Would that interest you? Panthers 49ers, would that interest you? A little bit more? Broncos Colts?
You know how it is. There's
Eagles Bills?
availability.
Ooh,
there's probably amount of times you can actually put someone on primetime.
Maybe I'll just hang out with the kid.
I guess it's harder to flex on Monday night than Sunday.
It is. It is.
You don't flex that much.
You don't flex on Mondays. That is correct. Robert Kekaula is going to be with us next. Robert is the play-by-play voice for Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors are in town tomorrow. It is tomorrow now, right? Homecoming at Dreamstyle Stadium.
30.
He'll call the game on the television side. I think you'll enjoy Robert when we come back. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck,
20.
Hoser, and Josh. Bear Trap. Big Josh. With his big grizzly beard. When's the last time you trimmed that thing?
10.
I thought you should or anything. Just curious. We're on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Dan Patrick Show.
I just want to see football. I don't want it to be penalty, couple of plays, penalty, and that's what you had. And I'm not sure why the NFL would do that, where you go above and beyond the Call of Duty to call more penalties. I think if it's obvious, egregious, then call it. But, it's flags interrupting the flow of the game.
Weekdays at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. We see it every day. People hurt in car wrecks being misled by the insurance companies in order to minimize the amount of money they have to pay. When the insurance company tells you you don't need an attorney, that's when you know you need an attorney. Want a fair settlement? Don't attempt to deal with the insurance company on your own. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Sweet deal guy here. You're going to love this one. It's Albuquerque's High Point Grill. The perfect blend of gourmet burgers and handmade pastas with a dash of New Mexico flavor. High Point Grill's founder and 2018 New Mexico Chef of the Year, Mike White, serves fresh, mouth-watering dishes like choice-cut tenderloin mac and cheese with green chili. Or try all 10 of the gourmet mac and cheese dishes. Push the kids out of the way. This is our mac and cheese, baby. Start things off with a savory appetizer like the hand-cut garlic Romano fries. And the award-winning Southwest Burger with a red chili crust topped with local green chili and cheddar cheese. I gotta stop recording and just go eat. Handmade pasta? Check. Compliment your meal with one of the 25-plus local brews or 30-plus wines. High Point Grill, rated excellent on Google, Yelp, and TripAdvisor. $50 in High Point Grill gift certificates can be yours for just $25 with this week's sweet deal. High Point Grill, 9780 Coors Boulevard Northwest, or visit them at highpointgrill.com.
Go to sportsanimalabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet.
GJ Trout here, and fall fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
It'd be great if there was a product that protects your home from break-ins, high energy bills, and improves your sleep. Well, there is. Scott Stigler here. Crime in Albuquerque is a big problem. Let my friend Andy Pomeroy at Windsor Door Sales install rolling shutters, a major obstacle to prevent thieves trying to get into your home. They also block out the hot sun and make the bedroom darker at night, improving your sleep. A win-win-win. Windsor Door Sales, trusted in New Mexico since 1970. Call 345-6604 or go to windsordoorsales.com.
Why are more New Mexicans trusting Beehive Homes to care for their aging loved ones?
Anybody can help shower or dress someone, but to do it with your whole heart, with your whole soul, that is what makes the difference.
You expect your loved one to be safe. At Beehive Homes, they'll also be loved. See the heart of what makes Beehive Homes the place where love and dignity are more than words. Go to beehivehomesnm.com or call 587-4700. Beehive Homes, the next best place to home.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
Hey, you're that famous actress. You must travel so much. What's the best site for hotel deals?
Hilton.com.
No. One with crazy savings.
Hilton.com. With their price match guarantee, if you find a better rate, they match it and take 25% off.
No, one with lots of options.
Hilton.com has 16 top hotel brands. Hampton, Hilton Garden Inn, Waldorf Astoria.
Hilton.com. You should totally do their commercials.
Expect better. Expect Hilton.
You're good.
I know, thank you.
Applicable terms and conditions at Hilton.com.
Audible members get more. Give yourself an edge with the world's largest selection of audiobooks, the most inspiring minds and the most compelling stories, all in one app. Plus, right now, members also get free daily updates from the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and Washington Post, all delivered right to your phone and always 100% ad-free. Listen to Audible and stay up to date anytime, anywhere. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
This hour's 4K a Day national keyword is PAY, P-A-Y. Text it to 95819 for your chance to win.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque.
Homecoming tomorrow. It should be, well, relatively beautiful. I was going to say beautiful, but then I'm sure Robert's going to say, well, it's a little chilly. Not Hawaii beautiful, but pretty nice here at 5,200 feet. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, glad you're with us on a Friday morning. Lobos and Hawaii tomorrow, 2 o'clock out at Dream Style Stadium, 10 o'clock Hawaii time, very, very early. It's even earlier than that right now. I hope you're headed out there. It should be beautiful. If not, you can watch it. Spectrum Sports is going to be broadcasting over the Facebook, and the guy who's been we've talked to Robert once before, and I told you many times, one of my favorite play-by-play guys to listen to on the television. Robert Kekaula is in town. He is doing the game, and he joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Robert, good morning. How you living?
Good morning, living good. And did you say it was a little bit chilly?
Well, okay, so this is our first freeze of the year, actually. So you got in town just in time for the first freeze of the year. No, it's cold.
I'm trying to be all alpha dog and wear shorts, right?
Right.
It's like, this is no big deal. That lasted 8 seconds. Like a little child that ran back to my room.
Yeah,
pulled out the leather.
Yeah, it's it'll be what did they tell me, 60 something by game time tomorrow? But yeah, you got to here just in time for our first freeze of the year.
I knew it was bad when I picked up the rental car.
Yeah,
and they give you the free
ice scraper,
ice thing
to
wipe the. Oh, no.
But do you travel with the team all the time? Because you do the TV stuff, and so most of the television when you come mainland is network. Do you do most of the road trips? Do you do the Laramie trips or the Boise trips where it gets really cold?
We just do the ones the networks don't pick up. So
yeah, so there's no.
When I did radio, we did every single game.
Yeah.
And all the exotic places we go in the Mountain West.
That's right. Look, everywhere can't be Hawaii. You know how lucky you are out there. When I was out there, I mean, you guys get it. You get it. You know how it is.
I completely. I'll never admit it.
Yes, you will.
But I get it.
Yes, you will. You can admit it. It's okay, man. You can gloat. Do a victory lap.
You can't let the bosses know that.
That's fair enough.
You gotta play like the struggle is real.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna guess. What is it? 8 o'clock here, so that makes it 4 o'clock home. They're asleep. They're not hearing you. They're not listening to you.
Yes.
All right.
Or they're on the way here.
Yeah. Then they're certainly not listening. Hawaii started out, Robert, 4-1, big wins, home wins against Pac-12 teams, Arizona and Oregon State. You had the nice start, big win at Nevada, lost 2 in a row, so 4-3 start. Where is your football club right now as they coming off of the 2 losses, health-wise, and how do you think they're playing?
Well, health-wise, they're starting to get people back, especially offensive lineman Kolovau. He got hurt in fall camp. He's starting to get back into the rotation, but man, after that big Nevada win, like the wheels came off the bus for a second there. And the Boise State game, Hawaii flat out got beat in every single way possible. The Air Force one, it stung. I mean, they gassed us with 353 yards rushing.
Yeah, was that more scheme, Robert, or did they just out physical you? And I understand the triple option's a tough one, so did they out scheme you, or did they just beat you physically on the line?
Well, it's never beat you physically off the line. They got better athletes than anybody's ever used to seeing.
I think that's
at
right.
Air Force.
Yeah,
but they didn't out physical away. Hawaii defense made the third string quarterback look like an All-American.
Yeah.
That was the problem. And they weren't prepared for this kid. This kid comes in, he looks like your average Joe Air Force athlete. Turns the corner, runs 60 yards, and runs away from people. Next possession, throws a 67-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a season passing at Air Force.
That's the truth. Robert Kekaula is with us on the opening drive this morning. He's the TV play-by-play voice for Hawaii.
Robert, what is the Cole McDonald experience like?
It's kind of weird. It's a good weird, not a bad weird. Because the kid doesn't say much. He really doesn't. He's a guy that just goes out there and just plays. But you look at him, that's a big kid now. He's 6'4".
Yep.
He might be up to 225 pounds now. His physical, it looks good. Then you got the hair.
The white dude with
the
dreads.
hair sticks out. Those dreadlocks.
Yeah.
But he's not. You look at him and you think one thing. You talk to him and you walk away thinking another. He's not the boisterous, look at me guy.
That's right.
Which is crazy because he plays the position that is look at me. But he doesn't want to be look at me. It's unbelievable.
And then how has he responded? That first game of the season, it was wild. He throws 4 touchdowns. He throws 4 interceptions. Backup comes in, but then he gets back on track. And I guess the attitude that you just kind of mentioned, is that what's helped him settle in during the stretch?
It's probably saving him.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Any other coach would have pulled out every single strand of hair they had. When you throw 4 touchdowns, but you still have 4 interceptions. And you come back the following week and throw 4 touchdowns to another receiver and 3 more interceptions. It's like, really? Hawaii wins walking away against Arizona and Oregon State without those picks.
That's right.
They could have they still made major headlines. It was still a splash across the conference. Imagine the splash it would have been had the score not been what it was because of the 7 combined interceptions.
Well, coming down to the last play, the Arizona game was nuts, right? When Khalil Tate gets loose on that last play of the game and tucks it and runs, and Hawaii's defense drops him a yard short of the end zone as time expires. That was nuts. And to your point, it was only that close because of turnovers.
Yes. And then Hawaii got national headlines when that defensive lineman chased down that quarterback from the opposite side of the field and makes a tackle at the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
It was that kind of crazy. And it was funny because I'm sitting there. I'm like, is it me or is Arizona just out of their mind? You got the defending rushing champ in the Pac-12 at running back.
Yep.
You got arguably the best dual quarterback in college football. And you come out and you throw 8 straight passes. And you just give the game away.
Yeah,
it was a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, I think
to come in and think you can do that. And I'm like, they're averaging 9 yards a run.
Yeah.
If my quarterback thought about throwing it, I'd bench him.
Yeah, I think a lot of Pac-12 teams, when they play Mountain West teams, go out there, they think they're going to out-physical and out-athlete and do whatever they want. He's Robert Kekaula, and he's with us on the opening drive this morning. Robert, I want to talk to you about the turnaround out there and what Nick Rolovich has meant to that program. Rolo seems perfect for that program. And then the athletic director, who's a good friend of mine, David Matlin, who used to run the Hawaii Bowl and is taken over. You've gone through a lot of athletic directors at the University of Hawaii out there, and David just got a contract extension, I want to say last year.
Yeah, well deserved.
And I can't agree with you more, because that is such a tough job because of the travel and the economics and everything else. But talk a little bit about the culture that David and Rolo have brought there to turn that thing around and get you guys, not just in football, but most of your sports seem to be on track.
Yeah, and let's start with the athletic director. David Matlin has hired good people in the major jobs on campus. Nick Rolovich for football, Eran Ganat in basketball, and Robin Amo in women's volleyball is huge in Hawaii. And those coaches have changed cultures in that program. Now, specifically with Rolovich, I mean, imagine now, he's announced as the 23rd head coach in program history. Everybody's very familiar with this kid. As a quarterback,
he played there.
Loved him.
Yeah,
they loved him. I mean, he threw 8 touchdowns against BYU.
Isn't that insane?
Done. It's an automatic legend in Hawaii sports people. It's over. Just because of that. He led the team that scored 72 points against BYU.
Everybody's right.
Everybody's hate.
Yeah.
It's hate for BYU. BYU doesn't see it as a rivalry.
It's like here.
It's just Hawaii.
Yeah.
So that's why people just love him. Then he became offensive coordinator, and he takes a local kid from Leleho High School, named Bryant Moniz, and makes him a 5,000-yard season passer with 39 touchdowns.
No.
And everybody's like, "Are you kidding me? Look at this guy." Then he leaves, becomes offensive coordinator in Nevada. Then he learns more from Chris Hall.
Yeah.
He learns about the value of the run game. He learns about the value of ball control, the value of not turning it over. Then he comes back. And imagine his opening press conference. And he's sitting there quoting Lion King.
Really? That doesn't surprise
And
me.
everybody's like, what is this guy on? And I've always kept in touch with him. I love the guy as a player. So when he starts going Lion King and Live Aloha and Play Warrior and Protect Pride Rock, I'm like, this guy's off his lid. And I'm dying laughing. All of a sudden, these bumper stickers come out. Live Aloha, Play Warrior. These T-shirts come out. And he's starting the movement. This year, he calls it Phase 2 of his plan. He's not telling us how many phases there are, but he's calling it Phase 2 of his plan. He's getting people to buy in, which is everything if you're trying to get to a certain place.
Yeah. It seems like the right fit. All right, man. Did you bring a jacket, by the way?
I did. I wear a jacket
All right.
maybe twice a year.
All right.
This was the first one.
This will be the first one.
It's cold.
It is, no, there's no doubt.
Chilly.
There's no doubt. It's cold. It's cold. It'll warm up. It won't be Hawaii warm, but it'll be dry. It'll be a dry cold. I don't even know what that means. Enjoy your trip, man. It's good to catch up with you. Totally enjoy your work and enjoy your stay here in the land of enchantment. And we'll catch up with you soon.
I appreciate it, brothers. Have a good day. Aloha.
Aloha. See you, Robert.
Oh.
Good people. Good people. Robert Kekaula. Huh? Just deliberate, well thought out, well spoken, and just has that way. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
Sports Animal Time is now 8:11. Here's another look at Friday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Well, we have a new minor crash southbound on
the winning team here tonight will be the last 6A team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto.
Day. Hope it warms up a little.
Roland looking, he's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The size of Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Sandia.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return. Catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease. One man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun. Pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out, incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Pekaula for being with us. Rolo, in case you see Rolo opening up his introductory press conference, quoting the Lion King. That's the man who brings Elvis and Britney Spears impersonators to Mountain West Conference Media Day every year.
Yep.
Rolo's beautiful too now. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. You can send emails. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. And you can find us on the Twitter, it's _JJ Buck. We're also on ProView Networks, Comcast Channel 26 around the state of New Mexico, and all their social media platforms, and our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. All right, so I can't get a feel. He feels that Hawaii is getting healthier, that Boise State beat the tar out of them, and that Air Force surprised them, it feels like, with their athletes. Did you kind of get that?
Yeah. But there shouldn't be a surprise. You know what's coming. They can run the football. They can hit big plays down the field. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, I think to that point, and I've heard this from not just him, but a number of people around the league this year, and really even kind of going into it this year, that Air Force's athletes this year are better than a typical Air Force team. Now, whatever that means, okay? Bigger, faster, stronger, but you know what you're getting schematically with Air Force. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run.
They're going to run. And
but it sounds like
Bob Davie talked about how they did maybe a little bit more one back. But okay, you're going to have to win your one-on-one matchup. They threw the ball 7 times. What's surprising about that?
Yeah, nothing. And when they did, they hit home runs, and that's what Air Force
did.
does. So to your point, they did what they typically do, but it sounds like they're doing it better
at it with their athletes.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. And he's right. It was a third-string quarterback. That's what I asked Bob Davie that the other day. Right when he looked at the tape, did he think that Air Force put all those rushing yards on Hawaii simply because of scheme? And he seemed to think so. Right. He said, it's tough to stop the triple option. Asking Robert, he said, you know what they do, and they just have better athletes than typical. Cole McDonald will throw it. White dude with dreads, who's very quiet at 6'4", he says. So, all right, this could be interesting tomorrow. You guys will hit the air at 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock over on News Radio KKOB. It'll be JJ Buck and Nedward James, and then Robert and Don Trell will have the play-by-play for you from Dream Style Stadium as the Lobos look to snap their losing streak. As is Hawaii, by the way. They've lost 2 in a row. All right. Jeff, JJ, and Hoser. All right, what I missed in the NBA last night? I guess Golden State got blued out the water last night?
They got blued out by the Los Angeles Clippers, and I don't think they're going to be a surprising team.
141-122. So you're going to judge now. I guess you're not judging it on one game. You
they have
you were
Steph
already
Curry.
there. Yeah.
Do you realize the amount of turnover they went through?
It's quite a bit.
It's not just Klay Thompson out, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala's not there anymore. They're starting Kayvon Looney. Okay, he's been there, but now all of a sudden there's so much more.
He's been there as a part.
Yeah,
he's been there.
Now all of a sudden that's your starting center. You get Willie Cauley-Stein back. Cool. That's not gonna help your offense a whole lot. It might help you defensively. Amari Spellman is in that rotation.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. So there's a lot more going on than just thinking Steph Curry is going to drop 40 points a game.
Yeah. Steve Kerr after the game, and they got beat 141 to 122 in a game that really wasn't even that close. Steve Kerr after the game said, quote, "This is not a one-off. This is reality. There's going to be nights like this year. You got to play through it. You got to keep fighting, keep getting better. That's the plan," end quote. And nobody's going to feel sorry for him, by the way.
No.
After all the shimming and winning they've done.
Draymond Green turned his ankle early, so when you played 28 minutes. But this is the reality. Like, they can compete when Draymond Green and Steph Curry are going. D'Angelo Russell, that's what he gets. He first quarter, he scored 10 points, and after that, he finished 6 of 16 from the field. But you're talking about Eric Pascal, Jacob Evans, Glenn Robinson III. Like, these are the Warriors this year, guys.
Yeah. Did you see Draymond's quote after the game?
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't have it.
"We bleeping sucked. And we got to get better. I'm not a coach, so I'm not about to watch a film and say, oh, well, we can build on this. I really don't give a damn what we can build on. We sucked tonight, and we got to get better overall, and that's just what it is," end quote. Game 1.
Like, saying that
Game 1.
It's a reality. It's saying that they might miss the playoffs is not saying Golden State's a bad team. It's the West has that many quality basketball teams. Right?
Well, look, I don't care who you are. Like, yeah, you can have Steph Curry. And Steph Curry is the best shooter I have ever seen in my life. He is a Hall of Famer. He is unbelievable. But to go through this whole thing and lose Kevin Durant and then to lose Klay Thompson for the year, you don't just pop back from that. You just don't.
That's a piece. If it was Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, yeah, you know what to get. That's going to be a competitive team. The pieces will round into form around them, and you can build something. But right now, this is going to be a rough year. Even with Steph Curry has his nights, he goes off. There's a whole lot of dudes that are doing this for the first time, that have a new set of expectations on them, and that's why people were very hesitant to just say it's going to keep on rolling in Golden State.
It's a new world order, man, and everything cycles. They've had a hell of a 5-year run. A hell of a 5-year run. But you just can't replace that talent. All right, we're going to get more into that, and you can get in on 246-0610 or 888-922-0610. It is Friday. We have got a sweet deal, and you're going to love this. Chef Mike is in from High Point Grill, where they are rated excellent. He's a New Mexico Chef of the Year, and if you go to our website at 9 o'clock, you go to sportsanimalabq.com, you click on the sweet deal icon for just $25. You will get $50 worth of gift certificates. It's good to see you. How you living?
Appreciate it being here. Thank you.
No, appreciate you coming in. All right, so you guys are right there. You're on the west side. Look at you're part of town.
Oh, absolutely.
I want you to feel good about this. Right across the street from Malloy Dodge, 9780 Coors Boulevard Northwest. Creations by Mike.
That's right. It's from scratch menu, all original recipes and stuff like that. A lot of comfort food with a little upscale twist.
So what? Walk us through the menu a little bit, because
you're going to see all your favorites on there, from burgers and sandwiches and stuff like that. But a little upscale, like I said, we use only Wagyu Akayushi beef, so it's.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds
butter.
really good.
That's all you need to know is it bleeds butter.
It's one of those Wagyu Akayushi. Is that what you said?
Akayushi, yeah. It's an Americanized red cattle Wagyu beef.
I love that.
It's beautiful.
What makes it so beautiful?
You know what? It's just the care that they took.
The way it's bred.
The way it's raised and the way it's bred. They take care of it. They only sell it out of Texas. It's tender. It's beautiful.
Really?
It's tasty. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
gotta
terrific.
try that.
And then what you guys do with it, obviously.
Of course. We got 10 kinds of mac and cheese as well, which is what I brought you guys today.
I knew that would get you.
Yeah, we got 10 different kinds.
I didn't know there could be that many different kinds.
How
do you make 10 kinds? So just different cheeses, or?
Yeah, well, we start with our. We have an award-winning 4-cheese bechamel sauce that we start with our mac and cheese.
Bechamel.
And then what we do is we top it with different stuff. So everything from barbecue pork belly to chicken fajita to steak and green chili, crab.
Which one did you bring?
I brought you guys their green chili and our original. So depending on if you're a heat lover or not, you'll have your option of what to take.
And
Keep
okay,
them talking.
There's a few foods that anytime pizza. you can eat for breakfast. Mac and cheese is at any time.
Yes,
Mac
it
and
is.
cheese is breakfast, it's lunch, it's dinner, it's middle of the night.
It's like the perfect foundation. You're like, we have mac and cheese, can't go wrong there, and then we can
Exactly.
break it up.
It's
All right.
a nice bed.
No, it's terrific. They've got award-winning gourmet burgers, handmade pastas, and unique selections of 25-plus local brews on tap. You've got over 30 wines there as well. And he's the 2018 New Mexico Chef of the Year, national nominations from the National Restaurant Association. How do you become New Mexico Chef of the Year? I mean, it sounds pretty impressive. What's the process?
You get nominated by your peers, and there's the New Mexico Restaurant Association has a panel of qualified individuals and past winners and
Yeah.
stuff that actually vote on each year's winners.
Congratulations.
And I was the 2018 winner.
Yeah.
So it was a real honor. It was unexpected. It was really cool. And for being someone like myself, a self-taught chef who didn't go to school.
Is that
for this-
right?
Yeah, I didn't go to school for this or anything like that. It was a real honor.
How'd you start doing it? Just dabbling, a little of this, a little. Oh, that didn't work.
I was the kid that didn't want to go outside too much. If I wasn't playing baseball, I was cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the only thing I wanted to do outside. Otherwise, I'm staying indoors playing with food. That's just what
Where'd
I
you grow
wanted to do. I've been here since I was 9 years old. So I've been in New Mexico for 25 years, but I'm from Virginia Beach.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I wish I had that talent. So do you just kind of think of flavors that would work? Because there's got to be stuff that doesn't work.
The real truth behind it is you make a lot of bad food first.
Yeah, I'll bet
I mean, it's trial and error. You just keep making food until you're like, all right, I can deal with this, and then I'm going to make it better next time.
Oh.
So that's what it was. My teenage years, I mean, poor family and friends, they had so much bad food. Until I figured it out.
Eat it,
And-
damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, eat it.
You keep eating it until I figured it out.
Yeah, I'll
You're
get
my
that.
guinea pig. So, that's what it was. Just trial and error for life.
I mean, that's so cool.
Still is.
Is there a website? So it's High Point Grill, and again, it's at 9780 Coors. It's right across
off
from
Paseo.
right off Paseo. What you got
Cool
a
little
website?
spot too, because you get off Coors right there. It's overlooking. You got the Bosque. You can see the mountains and everything. It's
And
nice
it's a
little spot.
beautiful view too. Yeah,
Nice.
or patio. Yeah, it's
How could you not
pretty
do this
amazing.
then? If it's not in your rotation, it should be. It's High Point Grill right there. And is there a website people can go look at?
HighPointGrill.com. Yes, sir.
HIGHPOINT Grill GRILL.com. Go take advantage of this. This is one that it will go quickly. There's just 100 deals available for $25. You get $50 worth of gift certificates to a place that I think you're going to love. They're rated excellent on Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor, all those places, and they've got just terrific menu. And go say hi to Chef Mike and I don't know, probably give him an idea. Hey, I tried this. Throw that.
Yeah.
I'll bet you're always listening.
Bring
to
it
this
on.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man.
I love it. It's an open kitchen, too, so you can walk right up to the counter and start talking to us.
All right.
Yeah, it's exposed kitchen.
All right. I promise we'll be by.
Love it.
It's good to see you. Thanks for bringing some mac and
Thanks
cheese
for
for
having me,
breakfast,
yeah.
and continued success. And congratulations on being Chef of the Year. That's a big deal.
Appreciate that very much. Thank you.
We'll come back. We'll talk with you. The phones are ringing. If you're there, stay there. We're on ProView Networks, Comcast Channel 26 around the state, and on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Think the winning team here tonight will be the last 6A team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto.
Dane. Hope it warms up a little.
Rolling looking, he's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The size of Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Back to Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Sandia.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return. Catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease. One man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun. Pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out, incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales.
They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club.
Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings are 6-2. Remember, did they lose opening day? Wasn't that like one of the big losses? Opening day of the NFL season, right? Was the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of people had them picked to do, and I did. And Kirk Cousins was horrible. They beat the Falcons, but then they lost to the Packers. And it was like, wow, Kirk Cousins is horrible. And they only scored 16 points, and they look like crap. And then they lose to the Bears 16-6. Wow. And then Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs said something publicly. And all of a sudden, they started getting the ball.
They were in a rough spot offensively.
Yeah.
They beat the Falcons.
They did.
Yeah, lost
so
to
did
the
everybody
Packers,
else.
beat the Raiders, lost to the Bears.
Yeah.
That's kind of just the Bears game. And
It was a national TV game.
Yeah, you have frustration with Kirk Cousins, but that's a good Bears defense.
Yes,
They're going to have their moments. That's why in the season, as we were watching it all play out, you come in with your expectations, but then you have to let your eyes tell you the story. And you're like, yeah, this Bears defense is as good as we thought. Kirk Cousins showing some of the warts that we expected, but he's still a quarterback that I'm going in with. And now, yeah, that you're a year out from his deal, they didn't live up to expectations last year because people thought, hey, you got Kirk Cousins over Case Keenum, you're going to walk right back into that situation in the NFC Championship game. It didn't happen to be the case, but still now it looks like he's a bargain at $84 million because Kirk Cousins is a guy that he's not going to consistently wow you, but he's going to give you enough moments to where you can be a 6-2 football team. They have Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs moving forward, a really good run game. They're in a good position, and they've separated themselves, as have the Packers in that division. Because the Lions, I like you, but things just haven't gone your way.
Yeah, they just
you tie against Arizona, you lose your last 2 division games. At some point, it's just too much to overcome, and I think that's where we are with the Detroit Lions. And Chicago, they don't have a quarterback. I'll take Kirk Cousins and his question marks.
You're ready
over-
to say flat
over
out
Trubisky.
they don't have a quarterback.
A quarterback that's going to allow them to compete right now against those teams.
Well,
Yes, they beat the Minnesota Vikings. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're not there in the position to do it again in the postseason.
Yeah, no, that's a saying. All right, Edward, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Nice to hear your guys' voices this morning. It's a spectacular fall morning in Albuquerque. You know, I saw some stats this morning. They showed Cousins' half-season statistics versus Mahomes last year when Mahomes won the MVP, and Cousins are actually better, ironically. It's pretty interesting.
It is.
From a completion percentage and touchdown to interception ratio, and at 6-2, it surprises me as well. In the NFL, I have a question. At what point do the Bears, and I agree with JJ, do they call the Saints, who Teddy Bridgewater, who's covering for assistant quarterback Drew Brees, 5 straight wins? That's a joke, by the way. At what point do they call them and say, "Hey, we'll give you what you want. We need Teddy Bridgewater"? What are your guys' thoughts on that, real quick?
With trade deadlines now, right? So, first of all, I don't think the Saints would part with Teddy Bridgewater this year. I don't think there's nothing. Drew Brees is coming back maybe this week, and then they have a bye. I just don't know that I think the Saints are ready to part with Teddy Bridgewater, realizing what they've got, and they've got a 40-year-old Drew Brees who's coming off an injury, and they haven't lost since he lost. Do you think they would trade Teddy Bridgewater?
I don't think they'd trade Teddy Bridgewater right now, even if you came with them and said, "Hey, here's a first-round pick or a package of them." I don't think that's a move they'd make.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know what? I would offer Roquan Smith, a high draft pick, straight up. But I know you guys are probably right. They won't do it.
So you say Roquan and a 3? Is that what you would think? Roquan and a 2?
Roquan and a high draft pick, probably top 3 rounds. That's what I would do.
Roquan and a number 1 for Teddy Bridgewater?
You can't trade a good quarterback in this league that at that point in time
All right.
with the team against their wall and not get it.
So if I'm New Orleans and my phone rings right now and you're telling me you're offering me Roquan Smith and a number 1, I'm listening. Now I'm listening. Drew Brees coming back. Who else do I have? I mean, find me a scrap heap quarterback. I'm at that point. That's a hell of a price. At that point, I'm listening.
Yeah, you're right. So, hey, with that, the 5-star picks, my friends, it's that time of the week. Coming off back-to-back winning weeks and having a robust 56% winning streak. In Vegas, they had the professional handicappers. They actually operate in the high 50s percentage-wise.
Yeah, like 57% is success. You're making a lot of money.
And I'm at 56% for the year, my friend.
Yeah, but you're not making any money.
We're expecting a huge weekend with Hawaii fans at Cholos with Polos. So I just thought I'd throw that in there.
All right,
so
hit him
Broncos
quick.
at Colts.
Yep.
Broncos at Colts. Colts giving 5.5. I'm taking the Colts over the Broncos. Eagles giving 1.5 at the Bills. I have a funny feeling the Eagles are going to respond this week and try to save their season and upset the Bills. And then the Packers going up to the Chiefs Sunday night. The Packers are giving 3.5 with the Mahomes injury. I'm taking the Packers to be able to move the ball over the Chiefs. So those are my picks. A couple of intriguing college games.
Let's break when he's done.
Michigan beats Notre Dame at home. And then Wisconsin and Ohio State looked great before last weekend, but Wisconsin losing as a 30-point favorite last week. I think Ohio State's going to thump them.
All right.
I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Enjoy
the games.
See you. All right. Edward called us at 246-0610 with his 5-star picks. You can get in there as well. It's the opening drive. We'll talk more NFL. World Series back at it tonight. Cowboy fan, you got Michael Bennett. How you living with that? It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:40. Here's your final look at Friday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Well, we got some great news. There's some things that cleared up. Earlier accident, eastbound Bridge Boulevard at 8th Street is clear. Also, a minor crash southbound on Coors approaching Montano has been clear. Still active right now is the accident on the northbound frontage road just north of Comanche with slight delays happening there. And of course, still the traffic lights are flashing red at the intersection of Eubank and Candelaria. Treat that like a four-way stop. Pros do it right to save 5% more on eligible purchases every day just by using your Lowe's business credit account. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. Cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only. And if you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. With quality parts and know-how, Napa Auto Parts and Auto Care Centers can help you keep your car on the road. Okay, folks, where are the pressure points this weekend in the NFL? On Sunday, the pressure will surely be on Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. The 2-4 Browns won't get any sympathy from their former head coach, Bill Belichick, who is 20-0 in his last 20 outings against first- and second-year quarterbacks. Mayfield, who doesn't handle the blitz very well, already leads the league with 11 interceptions. Freddie Kitchens has got to do what Adam Gase failed to do. Design plays to protect Mayfield and keep the ghosts out of his head. Elsewhere, Philadelphia's Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz must face Buffalo's third-ranked defense. That's right, they're third-ranked, while plugging leaks in both their locker room and in their lineup. And Chicago's Matt Nagy and Mitch Trubisky somehow must find a way to beat the Chargers at home. Pressure abound for sure. I'm Boomer Esiason.
CBS Sports Radio. Napa know-how.
This October, it's no trick. A 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil is just $26.99. Plus, get a treat, a $10 Visa gift card. Because the only thing spookier than ghouls and ghosts is engine sludge. That's Mobil 1 5-quart jugs for $26.99 plus $10 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.08%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 1.25% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
$4K a day. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert to find the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them when you need them most. When you bundle home and auto, you'll save. Call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
Ad sponsored by Open Jar Concepts.
Attention veterans and active duty military. If you were issued combat arms earplugs after 2002 and were diagnosed with hearing loss or ringing in the ears, you may be entitled to significant compensation. The manufacturer paid $9 million to resolve claims that their earplugs were defective, potentially exposing service members to damaging sound levels resulting in hearing loss and tinnitus. Call today for a free legal consultation at 800-243-1391. Again, 800-243-1391. That's 800-243-1391.
Hello, Saver. At Walgreens, we like the way you save on things. Take afternoon matinees. You know they have the same endings as full-price movies. And copays on Medicare Part D prescriptions. You can get them for as low as $0 with select plans. So when you choose a plan with Walgreens as your preferred pharmacy, you know you're saving smartly. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs available through select plans that include Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy.
Things aren't great, and she knows it. But you're not alone. You may be one of the millions of men suffering from low testosterone and/or erectile dysfunction. If you're fatigued, having trouble losing weight, are irritable, or even depressed, or more concerning, having difficulty obtaining or maintaining an erection, we should talk, because there's hope. At New Mel Medical Center, we decided it was time to give men real solutions to their most real problems, centered around face-to-face, confidential, comprehensive, compassionate, and personalized care. With our individually effective ED treatments, cutting-edge testosterone replacement therapies, and our never-ending drive to help men feel like themselves again, we know great mornings are just around the corner.
For great mornings, call New Mail Medical at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688. Or visit them at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com.
Sweet deal guy here. You're going to love this one. It's Albuquerque's High Point Grill, the perfect blend of gourmet burgers and handmade pastas with a dash of New Mexico flavor. High Point Grill's founder and 2018 New Mexico Chef of the Year, Mike White, serves fresh, mouth-watering dishes like choice-cut tenderloin mac and cheese with green chili, or try all 10 of the gourmet mac and cheese dishes. Push the kids out of the way. This is our mac and cheese, baby. Start things off with a savory appetizer like the hand-cut garlic Romano fries and the award-winning Southwest Burger with a red chili crust topped with local green chili and cheddar cheese. I gotta stop recording and just go eat. Handmade pasta? Check. Compliment your meal with one of the 25 plus local brews or 30 plus wines. High Point Grill, rated excellent on Google, Yelp, and TripAdvisor. $50 in High Point Grill gift certificates can be yours for just $25 with this week's sweet deal. High Point Grill, 9780 Coors Boulevard Northwest, or visit them at highpointgrill.com.
Go to sportsanimалabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The Big Hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a legit product. The key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text TAP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text TAP to 42424 right now. Text TAP to 42424. That's TAP to 42424.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. And right now, get your first online visit totally free when you go to 4hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. FORHIMS.com/joy.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, Larry, sorry about the... Larry didn't like the blue coat today. This is... what do you call it?
Blue.
It is blue. It's a
blue, and I got blue.
You got blue, and you're just wearing black, or are you going blue? At least Hawaii's green. They're not blue.
Yeah.
Look at Lobo
How
Red
cold
Boy
it
over.
was.
No, look at Hoser in his red.
Oh, yeah,
How cold
buddy.
it was this morning when I woke up.
Ask Robert Kekaula.
I was like, oh. And then I'm like, this is a comfortable sweatshirt. Oh, it's blue. So I will put on a blue t-shirt.
You know, I know Larry's and as he should be into
if someone would like to
wear red.
fund my wardrobe for the show brought to you by, I'm all for it.
Well, he calls this New Mexico Bowl blue. So I've got to MC the Connie Alexander Wall of Fame induction today downtown at 11 o'clock, and so I put on a sports coat. I don't necessarily have a red sports coat, but all right, how about this? Hold on. Can you see the shoelaces? What color are the shoelaces?
Red.
All right, then. There you go. Huh? I got the red shoelaces.
You got 'em.
You okay with that? Thank you, Larry. I'm glad Larry's watching, though. All right, it's the opening drive. We're here for you at 505-246-0610 or 888-922-0610. Actually, Joseph sent me a note on Connie Alexander. He said if one hangs around a golf course long enough, they'll meet some interesting people. Such was the case for me at UNM South Golf Course some 4 decades ago when we had the stamina to walk the course while carrying our golf bags on a summer afternoon. Connie Alexander joined our group for the day. And like Rick DeReyes' father, I was familiar with Connie from his days of broadcasting the Southwest Conference football game of the week via radio. Of course, back then, most games were not televised. He was an excellent announcer and called several what turned out to be Texas-Arkansas Conference Championship games. Connie also teamed up with UNM and Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer Don Perkins to broadcast the WAC TV basketball game of the week. As Rick stated on yesterday's show, Connie made the games fun with his unique phrases. He had endless stories to tell. It's good to see that many more memories will be made today. The Albuquerque Wall of Fame, well-deserved Connie Alexander. That's from Joseph. Joseph, really appreciate that email. We had Rick DeReyes in yesterday, and if you're not familiar, and I was not familiar with the Wall of Fame, it's down there kind of at First and Central at the Alvarado Transit Station. We're inducting Connie into the Wall of Fame today, and I'm JJ, I tell you, completely humbled to be asked to MC this because I had known of Connie, heard of Connie, met Connie a few times. I'm not even going to pretend to claim that we were tight, but so impressed and only heard great things. Only heard great things about Connie, and I'm just honored to be able to be the guy who gets to MC this. And Jim Hulsman will be there as well, the longtime Albuquerque High School basketball coach. So that's at 11 o'clock. It's open to the public if you guys want to get down there. Larry said he'll buy you a cherry hoodie.
There you go.
That's good. I'm going to tell you, Larry, if you buy him a cherry hoodie, he will wear it. I'll bet that'll be your Friday. Your Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're a Lobo, right?
Well, I'm graduated.
Yeah.
They sent me a piece of paper, so
woof woof woof. You earned that piece of.
It's on the wall.
Woof woof woof.
Did.
Woof woof. Which is right there. Woof 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 woof. Lobos, how they do not woof. Isn't that how it is? What size? Medium.
Of course.
Look, I'm taking orders here. Medium.
Schmedium.
Yeah, I'm a schmedium.
He's
guy.
a schmedium. Yeah, like
Medium,
yeah,
yeah.
schmedium. Ronnie wants to know: does Jim Harbaugh have to beat Notre Dame tomorrow to keep his job as head coach at Michigan? I don't believe he needs to beat him to keep it.
He needs
now.
to beat Ohio State.
That would be
to
a little
keep his
bit more
job.
relevant to the people in Ann Arbor and Detroit and the state of Michigan.
Yeah, jobs. What'd you make of the Urban Meyer story? That he was heaping praise on the Dallas Cowboys, and what a destination. You have Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott. You got to make that call, right? Like dabble your toes in the water if you're Jerry Jones. Like, oh, you're talking about this, Urban Meyer? You want to try something? That's splashy. That's wow. That's Jerry. That's Dallas. Even when you're so buddy-buddy with Jason Garrett and just love him and you're comfortable.
So what if you want Lincoln Riley? And I think that's what most Cowboy fans want is Lincoln Riley.
Why?
Because he's flashy now. Wow, offense.
I don't know if he's
Murray.
flashy. He's just been successful.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
he's won games.
He's that part of the country. Okay. And you go out, you make that call, as you say, to Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer is more wow than Lincoln Riley.
Yeah,
do you want to? You have no idea if either one of them can coach in the NFL.
Can Jason Garrett?
He's been doing it for a decade, yeah.
Been standing there.
Yeah, no, he's been doing a hell of a job. He's 500 and made a lot of money coaching the Cowboys for a decade. A lot better than many. A lot better than many. You know who's going to be there?
30.
You should go find a established guy who knows talent, who put together the Rams. Jeff Fisher should be the next coach of the Dallas Cowboys. What?
Thinking of more
20.
That's where, boy, that would be such a Jerry hire, too. It's the opening drive. We're on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM and 610, the Sports Animal.
Think the winning team here tonight will be the last 6-8 team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto.
Date. Hope it warms up a little.
Rolling looking, he's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The sides of Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Sandia.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return. Catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease. One man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Is Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun. Pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out. Incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut!
We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is?
I do believe it to be my favorite line from any guest in the last month. It's the opening drive. Good morning, Jeff, JJ, Hoser, Josh producing for you over on ProView Networks. Robert Kekaula was with us. He's the TV play-by-play voice for Hawaii. He's in town. He's doing the game. And leading into it, we were talking, it's a little chilly. And good morning, Robert. How are you? Did you say chilly? It's cold. I went outside in my shorts for 8 seconds and put on the leathers.
Yeah, this is...
Did you say chilly?
It's cold.
It's cold, man.
Cold for everyone, even if you're...
Yes. He wears a coat, what do you say, twice a year?
Twice a year.
Yeah.
He's halfway there.
Yeah, this is one of them. So good for him. It's the opening drive. Glad you're with us, and happy Friday to you. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh. You can watch us on Comcast Channel 26 across ProView Network's platforms, and of course on our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. We've been talking World Series, Astros. You can get in on the New Mexico Bowl sponsorship if you would like. Michael Bennett to the Cowboys, Lobos and Hawaii tomorrow. We've not got into Aggies and Georgia Southern, but you can go there if you would prefer. You can get into any of the football stuff over the weekend, college football. The Warriors getting blued out the built yesterday by the Clippers, 141-122. Get used to it, as their head coach says. This is the new now.
They're not getting used to being blown out, but it's going to be a challenge. And it's easy to just say, hey, it's Golden State. They're going to do it. Get right back up on it. They lost a lot of pieces. They lost too much. Klay Thompson, even if he does play, you can't count on him to turn that around the second half of the season, even if it's just a month or two. It's going to be a challenge because, you have Steph Curry, Draymond Green. I know Green got nicked up a little bit last night with that ankle, but you start running down the players that they're rolling out there, you're not going to think that's going to be a winning team at a high level.
It's amazing how good coaches are really good when they got good players, and, well, they're just regular coaches when they don't. Bill Belichick wasn't a genius when he was with the Cleveland Browns, but he's a genius when he's got this group together, right?
Got close to the playoffs once.
You got close to the playoffs.
Because with the Browns was pretty good when that franchise was rolling through the 90s.
I guess when you get close to the playoffs and you're the Cleveland Browns. Speaking of the Browns, Hot Take Dougie was in here a few minutes ago wearing his Cleveland Browns jersey.
Every week. We're going to get him. It's time.
All right.
Well, he said that about Seattle.
He did say that.
Well, now it's New England. It's time.
Browns, he says, will beat.
He's with Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry said that too, yes. So each year over the last few, the Patriots have lost a game. Now, this is not a national televised. This isn't one of the primetime games. They're going to play 2 o'clock our time in that late Sunday window. And the game is in Foxborough. Now, typically, they lost a game early to Kansas City one year. They lost another game Monday night or Sunday Night Football. And the narrative started, they lost, and they looked horrible. And Tommy had a horrible game. This is the end of Tommy. Right, because everybody else can have a bad game. Kirk Cousins can have a bad game. Jared Goff can have a bad game. But if Tommy has one, it's got to be because he's old and it's the end, right? Because he's 40 whatever years old at the time. Tommy can have a bad game just like Jared Goff can he? I mean, realistically, right? You can have a bad day. You ever have a bad show? Well, you haven't. I've had a bad show, and
I think that narrative died after that Chiefs national game for the Patriots. Like, it should have been dead. Even if you try to bring it up to just say, hey, we need to fill today or talk about something, like one bad Patriots game, the following that, because that was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. But then there was another one, because I remember that one explicitly, and then there was another one.
Worked.
Yeah. And Tommy had a bad day, and he's done. He's getting old. He can't do it anymore.
Well, ended up being the year that they faced the Colts and everything else, the fallout after that.
All right.
It's not going to be the Browns.
It's not going to be the Browns. See, I agree with you, and it could be the Cowboys. It's usually a game that you don't see coming.
Next, too. We got at Baltimore bye week, then at Philadelphia. I actually think it's going to be like the Eagles.
And I could see it being the Eagles. I absolutely could see it being the Eagles. But I don't think it happens this weekend. That's not where I think it happens. But Brown fans getting desperate. How far back can the Browns go? And I know we've looked at the back end of their schedule. But how far can they fall in the standings, and especially if Baltimore continues to win, where you say, okay, they're done. Now, you look at them at 2-4, and who's Baltimore play this weekend? They have a good one somewhere. Where did I see? Do you know who Baltimore's got? Cleveland plays New England. Okay?
Right here.
So if Baltimore wins this weekend and New England beats Cleveland, it's going to be a 3-game cushion, right? Baltimore will be 6-2, and the Browns will be 2-5. It'll be 2.5 games. Are they off?
Baltimore does not play this week.
All right, they're off. So we can even. So 5-2. Now, if they win, they go to 3-4. They're 2 games back. But if they lose, they fall 3 back. I just now at that point you start thinking, I don't know that they can win enough games to start thinking wild card. You say, really, Jeff? Well, just wait, because after they get through this one, they play the Broncos. The Bills are good, and I think they get beat by the Bills. And then they get the Steelers.
And that's not going to be good for them because right now it's the Bills and Texans are the teams you're chasing for the wild card.
I think that's right. But then you look how do you end? Steelers, Dolphins, Steelers, Bengals, Cardinals, Ravens, Bengals. You figure you're winning 7 of those 8.
Yeah.
So if they can just stay afloat, if they can steal a game somewhere between Patriots, Broncos, Bills, they win 2 of those 3, you could probably make an argument that they can make a run at a wild card, right? Because the back end, they're going to beat up. And this is the Patriots argument at the front end of the schedule. Who have they played? Well, all these same teams the Browns are going to play now. Steelers twice, Dolphins, Bengals twice. Bengals are horrible. By that time, who's the Bengals quarterback going to be? They play him 2 of the last 4 weeks. Andy Dalton's probably benched by then, right? If they continue to lose, and I don't know why you would think they wouldn't continue to lose. Don't they have a young guy they love that they drafted, a Lindley or Lindsey?
You can say you like him, but when you're drafting a dude in a 2nd or 3rd round, like you can't say you love the guy.
Right, but you can like him enough to replace a guy who's gone 0-7, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to love him.
I don't even know who it is.
No, I have no idea who
and neither do I. So it's like it's just at some point it's Ryan Finley.
Ryan Finley, not Lindley, but Finley.
Former Boise State guy, transferred to North Carolina State.
It's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to love him. You can just like a guy that you want to put in to replace a quarterback who's 0-7, 0-8, 0-9. Now, if you want to think it's all Andy Dalton's fault, you're wrong.
And you get to week 16, 17, yeah, you're going to be there.
Yeah.
He's a 4th-round pick.
Now, I don't think it's all, well, all right. Gardner Minshew's a 6th-round pick. What?
How about, no, I think that's a good one. Minshew was blah, blah, blah versus the Bengals last weekend. And Nick Foles, close to coming back.
What do you do there?
Do they hand him the job?
Yes.
Because it's not a Kyle Allen, Teddy Bridgewater situation where.
Yeah, I think they're going back to Foles. Yeah, I do. I think they spent a lot of money there, and it's been a nice placeholder. Tommy, how you living?
Pretty good. Did I just hear somebody say Jeff Fisher?
Yep.
I hope being sarcastic. Jeff Fisher rode the coattails of a Super Bowl loss longer than I've ever seen any coach ride.
Yeah, no, I was being sarcastic because I know how much JJ dislikes him.
Thank God. I was about to throw up my coffee for a second.
Yeah.
That guy, I think he's always been a good defensive coach, but as a head coach, and he almost, I think, really messed up Goff's career when he was first in there, and didn't really let him go. But I think he's always been a defensive coach. But I'd like to see Lincoln Riley go after him, or if this Moore kid, I got to see how this Moore calls the rest of the season. He's just 30 years old. He's awfully young to be a head coach. I think he needs to be an OC for a few years before they give him that job. But I'd love to see Lincoln Riley, but who knows what Jerry's thinking on a day in and day out basis.
Yeah, I think most Cowboy fans are thinking Lincoln Riley, and I mean, incredible success and the way what he's been able to do with one-year quarterbacks down there and win, and he's young and he's energetic, and that part of the country flat out loves him. Lincoln Riley feels like that would be right. But we'll see.
But what I'm scared about, and this has been the problem since the 90s with Jerry, too much control that he wants. I've always told people I love the team, love the stadium, but I can't stand the owner.
That's fair. But at least you have an owner who spends money, who's willing to go out and spend.
Will.
Now, he doesn't spend it wisely all the time, but he spends.
Here's another thing I want to ask you guys. Dak hasn't got his contract yet. Maybe he should have took that contract when he was offered like $33 million. But I'm scared for him. You know, if I was Dak, honestly, I know what he's trying to do, improve himself, but would you be playing right now without a contract?
Well, that's fair if he gets hurt. I don't think the contract's going to shrink. And so he's holding it out and betting on himself, but that's a fair concern. You get hurt, and then what? No, I think that's fair.
You're on your bye. You're on your bye week for 2 weeks, Jerry. Get it done, darn it. Get it done.
Yeah. All right, Tommy. Enjoy the weekend.
You too, bye.
See you. Tommy called us at 246-0610. Lincoln Riley. I don't know. Everybody loves the college coaches.
Like if
better than
they
Jeff Fisher
made a move, I think it would be Urban.
All right, it might be.
But
who do you think would be a better
with
fit?
all that being said about Jerry Jones, this or that, that's a heck of a commitment he's given Jason Garrett and made with Jason Garrett, and all the things that say how flip-floppy he is on things and doesn't make right decisions. He sure as heck has rolled with Garrett for a decade.
That's the truth. All right, Cowboy fan, let's go. I want to hear from you. You rolling with Jason Garrett? You want Urban Meyer? Lincoln Riley? Bob Davey? Who do you want? 246-0610. Come on in. Hey, guys, if you found yourself feeling sluggish and maybe just don't have the energy you used to have, you want to take care of some hair loss, struggling with erectile dysfunction or weight loss? Fellas, you do not have to struggle anymore. Call New Mail and feel like you again. It's not going away just by ignoring it, and certainly nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, low T, erectile dysfunction, lack of energy, all natural when men reach a certain age, but you do not have to accept it. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, and you can feel better. Men everywhere have made the call. They're enjoying the benefits of New Mail's cutting-edge programs, the latest treatments, taking care of low T, lack of energy, depression. New Mail's going to help you feel like you again if you call them at 505-652-1688. Right here in Albuquerque, New Mail boasts fantastic success rates, and that means guys, very maybe like you, are regaining their strength, their confidence. If you're suffering from ED, depression, or just flat out tired of being tired, New Mail's for you. Make the call at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 and feel better.
$4K a day. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
There's only one place to go for more football fun.
Play Football Frenzy at Isleta Resort and Casino.
Score a touchdown and your team wins up to $5,000.
Football Frenzy now through October 27th at Isleta Resort and Casino.
Dear movers and shakers, we know how you roll, and we're with you on the tarmac or terrain in the 2019 RAV4, in the comfy Highlander with seating for up to 8, in the sharp 2019 Toyota Camry with its available cockpit red leather seats. And we're with you in the all-new 2020 Toyota Corolla, loaded with attitude and the latest tech. We're with you. Let's go, Toyota.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2019 Tacoma with $1,748 per thousand borrowed, or get $1,500 cash back on Tacoma. Offers end November 4th. Toyota, let's go places.
Includes TRD Pro. APR and approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Cashback savings from Toyota Motor Sales USA Inc. Does not include college grad or military rebate. Must be applied to the transaction. No cash payment will be made to consumer. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end November 4th.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. For more information, visit toyota.com. Toyota.
Flu season is coming. Prepare yourself. Get a flu shot today at CVS
Viernes.
or CVS at Target and get $5 back when you spend $25. Restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com/flu for details.
At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, we know it's not about the mortgage. It's about making a home for your family. It's about people. It's about heritage.
At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, your loan is funded locally, right here in Albuquerque, and you'll never have to send a single mortgage payment out of state. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, we're more than military. We're for life. Start your journey. Apply today at kirtlandfcu.org.
Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Mortgage loans dependent on credit worthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility required. See a representative for details.
Roto-Rooter jingle, take 1.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 2.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 17.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
And away go troubles
down the drain.
Let's try it like this.
Call Roto-Rooter. That's the name. And away goes troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto-Rooter for all your plumbing needs.
It's Truck Month at Rich Ford, and during Truck Month, we bring in some fantastic trade-ins. We know you love those under 10Ks and you're on your way. That's a tough car to find, but you know what? We've got a great selection right now. Under 10K and you're on your way. Like a 2010 Ford Taurus at $89.95. How about an 06 Lexus IS 250? Only $89.95. A 2013 Chrysler 300, $99.95. A 2011 Toyota Camry, $99.98. And a 2014 Ford Focus, only $79.95. All under 10K and you're on your way. And they've all been safety certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians, and they come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. And for a few dollars more, a 2016 Hyundai Elantra, $11,995. Or a 2014 Honda Civic for only $13,995. Low prices make for low monthly payments and for easy financing at Rich Ford during Truck Month. We're at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we will be open Sunday.
Fall is in the air. Time to gear up, and my choice is Omni Arms. Whether you're getting ready for hunting, target shooting, or just a day at the range, right now, save big on AR-15s with free float handguards starting at $519.99. Stock up on 9mm full metal jacket ammo starting at $899. And of course, you're going to need the new TARS G2C 9mm pistol. It's yours right now for just $219.99. Check out the website at OmniArmsUSA.com or on Facebook. Omni Arms on Central between Eubank and Juan Tabo. Omni Arms, that's my gun store.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
So you'd go that way, huh? All right. So what are we doing here? Are we going to hoe?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
A lot of pent-up hoe right there. Been a hell of a week, boys. Been a hell of a week, boys. That was a heck of a hoe, huh? Not bad.
The hoe hasn't been the same since
what?
The ProView guys joined in.
Why?
It's just funny.
You don't like when they hoe?
No, I do. It's
Alden's a funny hoer.
Yeah.
Because he cheats. Like he doesn't cheat. He just hoe and then starts over again and then takes. Your face is red, dude. You're all hoed out. I was. You got nothing left? Josh is producing for you on ProView. That's a good hoe for you. Feel better?
They both
felt real good.
Hoes make you feel better on a Friday, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They both start bobbing their head. That's when I start laughing. And then they go into this chant like,
that's how it's good for everybody, man. It's good for everybody. All right, it's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
And Josh, you can get in 246-0610 or 888-922-06. You know, we haven't talked about it all. Do you make much, and a lot was made because Adam Schefter came out and said something, but Tommy's cryptic, I don't know about next season, Tom Brady. Do you make a lot of it? Because I have some thoughts on it.
I think it's one that Tom Brady is absolutely in a situation where he just wants to have everything in his control, where it's not going to be the Patriots dictating anything. He's going to be able to make the decision whether or not he wants to be a free agent next year, and he's comfortable and that team is where it's not going to be a major distraction for them. It's going to be a talking point. Everyone's going to jump on Adam Schefter's comments, which they did after Monday night, because they're facts. His house is for sale. He can void his contract after the season, and his trainer's house is for sale. And him and his trainer right now go hand in hand.
So part of me, and I agree with you, he absolutely wants to control the narrative, and he will. Do you think he plays next year?
I do.
Here's my thought. Tommy put out 45. I want to play till I'm 45. He looks great. He looks young. He's winning. That's all good. Do you think he's going to play till 45? I don't. 45, it's a number.
Because at some point, too, that you do have the pool of your family. And what his wife wants, just living a life that doesn't 24/7 revolve around recovery, practice, film, getting ready for a season.
Yeah. So I think there's part of that. And I think, bottom line is you're 45. Okay. So I think he put 45 out there so people wouldn't ask every year as a running narrative, is this it, Tommy? Is this your last time playing the Jets? Is it your last time playing the Bills? Oh, your last time, right? And so because that's not his kind of a thing. And this is just me trying to read into it. And I mean, again, this is just my take. I don't know. But my sense tells me when Tom Brady's done, you're going to hear it one day and he's going to be done. You're not going to hear Tommy's going into his last season and go on some Tommy tour and get rocking chairs, right? So the fact that he's talking cryptically about next year, that he's talking about not renewing his contract, I can't see Tom Brady. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but going the Joe Montana route and ending in Kansas City, or Joe Namath ending up as a Ram, or Johnny Unitas ending up somewhere, right? I don't know if it's this year, but I think he does the LeBron one year deal kind of a thing where he can opt out. And Tom Brady knows what he's doing. And at some point he's going to play and just say, all right, I'm done. I pulled the plug. That's where I'm reading all this. I'm having a real struggle believing Tom Brady's going to be quarterback of the Broncos next year. Or Tom Brady's going to be the quarterback of the Bears next year. And I keep hearing, we can go to the Bears. They got a Super Bowl. Do you really think Tom Brady doesn't need to chase rings? This isn't Gary Payton at the end of his career, Karl Malone trying to chase a ring. Guy's got 6 of them, 7 of them. I just don't see how that's where this whole thing plays out. And so my interpretation of this is Tommy's going to control it the way he wants. Yes, his house is for sale. His trainer's house is for sale, and he can opt out of his contract. And he doesn't have a deal for next year, right? So 45, I'm going to play till I'm 45. Or did he say I might play till I'm 45, or I'd like to play till I'm 45? Well, that doesn't commit you. I'd like to. And then at the end you say, all right, I'm done, and whether it's this year or next year. That's my play on it. You think I'm way off?
No, I think the point you made was fantastic. Putting a number out there means you're not going to constantly get asked about it. I'm playing till this age, and it might be a couple years off. Well, then people aren't going to come to you every day. So, is this it? Was this your final time playing here? What'd you think? Are you ever going to match up with this person again? So it takes that off it, which I could absolutely see Tom Brady and his PR staff going that route, no question. Yeah. And to me, it's just more of not necessarily there's anything wrong. It's just someone that's established enough that knows that noise doesn't derail that team. They've been through Deflategate. They've been through everything. Their owner just went through it, and yet they're still winning, still everyone on track. So he's just in control of everything you can be at that time.
Yeah, I think that's right. And if there's a guy who can be in control, it's that guy. Howard, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How you living, Howard?
I'm doing all right, but I'm certainly surprised at JJ and yourself. You don't see the handwriting on the wall?
In regards to what? That he's going to the Cowboys? What?
He's going to the Cowboys. Why do you think we haven't signed Dak? Kellen Moore's going to get elevated to head coach. Tom Brady's going to come over and quarterback the Cowboys. Yeah, you're right. And Michael Bennett will become the cornerstone of our defense.
God, I am blind. You're right. You could have read that with Braille. What am I, new?
I'm telling you, man. Come on. Well, what else would you expect out of my Cowboys? I mean, it's a sorry state of affairs when you've got a team loaded with that much talent and you're still about 500.
In first place, though?
Aren't they in first place? Yeah. Aren't they in first place?
Yeah, but I mean...
Look at you, Cowboy fan. Yeah, we're in first place, but...
For now, they're in first place, but, right. Let's see what happens. I I think the Eagles have a tough game this weekend
Yes,
against
they
the
do.
Bills, so
Yes,
we
they
might
do.
stretch out another game. But, the Cowboys have lacked consistency. And, I put it in perspective with my wife, who I wished a happy birthday today, my sweetie. And
happy birthday,
I
sweetie.
met her going on 24 years this February. And I said, do you realize the Cowboys have not been relevant since we met?
And so the cause and effect is, what do you like more, your Cowboys or your wife?
Well, she doesn't listen because she's at work.
Well.
But anyway, I don't know what's
There
going to
was
happen.
no
there at
answer
the
to
train
that.
wreck.
Did you get that? There was no answer to that
Of course,
question.
it's my wife. Of course, it's my wife. I got to be careful, man. She's got friends that listen to the show. So anyway, of course, because you guys are a ProView Network now.
That's what I hear.
I tuned in on Facebook the other day, and I was like, wow, look at these guys, dapper and looking good. And I started getting shades of the Dan Patrick Show, and I'm like, God, you guys are going big time on me, aren't you?
Yeah, went with a sports coat today. I don't know if you got a glimpse of that, but and JJ, JJ's got his nice zip up hoodie
and a hoodie.
Yeah,
JJ's always styling, man. Come on in. Now
He's got good hair.
is he on some kind of big time diet regimen or something like that?
Yeah, no, JJ's yoked, man. He's been on some challenge and he got rid of the dad bod. He's just yoked again.
You know what, JJ? I hate you, man. I look at you on that ProView Network, and I truly can say, slim, handsome,
Young,
ripped.
strapping buck with good hair.
I hate you, JJ.
Yeah,
Have a nice weekend, guys.
See ya. You do have it all.
Could be on a
dude.
list somewhere.
You're a big radio star, now television star, good hair, hot wife. You got. Look at you, man. Look at you. You got it. You are. Enjoy it. Everything but the hot wife's going to go away.
Crashing down Earth soon.
Come on in, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Hey, I've told you about IPS for a long time. I know you see their vehicles around town. They've got the initials IPS on them. International Protective Service. I trust them to watch my home. I'm a big fan of police. I know you probably are too, but the bottom line is there's just not enough police to answer all the alarms and all the break-ins that go on in this town quickly. And it might be hours before they come out and make a report. IPS responds to alarms typically within 5 to 7 minutes. That's alarms at homes which they monitor. They show up with armed, trained security personnel. Hundreds of homeowners and business owners in Albuquerque and Santa Fe rely on IPS to protect their property. If you've got a vacation coming up or you're going out of town, now it's the holiday season coming up and you're going to have gifts, maybe packages sitting on the porch, IPS can patrol your home while you're away. They'll move your trash cans to the curb and back, give your home that lived-in look. Call IPS. 897-2420, 897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com. Those vehicles you see in your neighborhood, that means someone in your street refuses to be a victim of property crime. Don't wait until something bad happens. Let IPS secure what's valuable to you. Call them at 897-2420.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Think the winning team here tonight will be the last 6A team in the playoffs. It's picked off. Nothing but green in front. Touchdown, Monsanto. Dane. Hope it warms up a little. Rolling looking, he's got some daylight in front of him at the 10, the 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get extra yards like that. The size of Chavez in motion. Pavia fires down the middle, and it's Rodriguez to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown.
Throwing it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Back to Joseph, look out! And he's gone. Forget about it. LaShawn Joseph with a house call. Touchdown, Siembieda.
The winner gets to take with them, or in Western's case, keep it here. Zell Price will return. Catches it on the goal line. Price has got a little crease. One man to beat. Price might be gone. Price is in the open field and will score on a 98-yard kickoff return. Zell Price at Eastern New Mexico 32-yard line. Fowler in the gun. Pump fake to Colson. He's got him open. Colson with the move at the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass.
Malik comes out wide to the left this time on 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it out to him. Up the sideline he goes. Malik is off to the races. Ain't nobody going to catch him. It's 6-0 the Clovis Wildcats. Been a touchdown, but in any event, it's 4th and 10. Rolling, looking, throws it out. Incomplete. Ball will go over on downs with 1:11 to go, and for the first time this year, New Mexico Highlands will be in the victory position, victory kneel-down position.
And look at this shot out of a cannon. All the way is Gallegos for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the Southwestern.
All right, let's play Radio with You. 246-0610. Come on in. 888-922-0610. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck. Josue is producing for you on the radio side. Josh producing for you on the ProView Network's television side. Josue will be back out there tomorrow at Dream Style Stadium, Lobos and Hawaii. It is homecoming. And he'll be your host at the stadium tomorrow as well. We spoke with Robert Kekaula, who was with us earlier. He's the TV voice for Hawaii. If you watch the game on the Facebook, that's who you'll listen to, or at least that's who you'll hear. Story today, Steve Virgin wrote about Trey Hall, who's ready for his opportunity, if and more so when it will come. You like the Lobos tomorrow, or you think this is a big Hawaii thing? Spread 10.5 or something?
What is?
I'll find.
I think the spread's probably smaller than people would anticipate.
I'll find you the spread, but
on a game like this,
we haven't really got into your gut feel on this thing. wait till tomorrow.
That the team that has the quarterback that's 3rd in the nation in passing yards per game is probably going to be pretty successful.
9.5. 9.5 with an over/under of 71. So they expect a lot of points because neither defense. And this could be a good Tavaka game, right? Hawaii hasn't stopped anybody except for Nevada. They did stop Nevada. Boy, they shut down Nevada. Lance, good morning. How you living?
Oh, same old. The pond, the beer, same old thing. And I tuned in time to hear Edwards messing with the Broncos. Don't pick the Broncos. He'll learn if he starts putting money on them either way. He'll stay just completely away. Because now they'll probably win now that he picked them, actually. And you're all over TV. And also, too, nice to hear from a caller, Tommy the Truth. Earlier, me and him, we got our Baller Caller T-shirts on a TV show that, they talk about the Mountain West a lot. It's really cool. And speaking of which, I guess you should hire IPS to guard that new Lobo recruit that Josue is worried about getting stolen from us.
That's a good idea.
There we go. Another plug. And as far as the Lobos go, I hope they can find a quarterback that can get a handle on the situation. The football, that is. And anyway, it just, I heard you guys yesterday, and I didn't even know. I tuned in late, and I didn't even know that happened till like a little bit later, and that's just the most embarrassing thing, for us again. And another reason for people not to go to the game again, just
why? Why wouldn't you go to the game?
Why
would that? Like, help me understand, because
Oh,
my
no,
mind's
I'm
not
not
going there.
saying that I wouldn't go because of it. I would still go to support the team even more, but that's just throwing another excuse for somebody to go, not to go. It's just one more thing that somebody will use. I'm not going to go to the game. That guy did that and all that stuff.
Whatever.
It's happening somewhere in some households.
I just don't understand
But anyway, that's just sad, and I don't know. I mean, people are getting tired of losing. I mean, that's just.
I'll give you that.
And come on, I love Coach Seavey. He's a great guy and all, but other programs, it's like if you're not showing results, it's just like in any job. If you're not showing results at work, we're going to have to replace you and stuff. And I just hate that. We could go on and talk about somebody's livelihood in a job, but it's costing the UNM a lot of money to keep going on at this point if we're not going to get any better and the fans do not show up. So, well, God bless you guys. Have a nice weekend, man.
You too. See you. Lance called us from the pond and the tree and the place out there. You know what I'm saying? What? We probably both have totally different pictures in our mind what his place looks like, don't we?
Probably.
Yeah. Larry sent me a text. He said, if Jerry Jones is looking for an experienced, proven winner, I'm going to send him my PlayStation profile, and he'll see years of playoff runs as well as Super Bowl wins using his Dallas Cowboys. My resume goes back to PS1. I think that's brilliant. There's your coach. Oh, look at that. Hey, Larry. Good morning. Did I just steal your line?
Jeff.
What's
Hey,
up?
JJ. How's it going?
What's up?
Hey, it's funny you just read my text.
I did.
I heard before I started calling Hoser, the guy before me, or maybe it was the call before that, coming up with more excuses why not to go to the bowl. It's disappointing that deal fell apart. I know that you guys, did your due diligence and, and being in business, myself, not running a business, but working for a business, good deals and bad deals happen. You pick yourself up and you dust yourself off. And, a suggestion might be hit up Edward for one of his billion-dollar companies, Crusher.com or whatever stuff he promotes on the airwaves. But and then Lobos, hopefully the Lobos, pull it together and get a win on homecoming. And just appreciate the show. And JJ, you got a hoodie coming, buddy.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Wear
All
it
right,
on
man.
Fridays.
See you. You got a hoodie on the
Fridays,
way.
there you go.
All right, 246-0610. Keep them coming. 888-922-0610. I don't know that I would understand the mindset. Well, that happened to the quarterback. They suspended him. That I'm not going to watch that team play. I got other reasons that I listened to, and Lance said, I think people are tired of losing. I hear that, but
that's going to be the people that aren't going to be on board until there's a dramatic shift, because that's just piling on something else to everything else that's happened in the last years.
Okay.
And you want to say, hey, it's an incident that doesn't reflect football. It's a player allegedly making a terrible. I wouldn't even decision.
Decision. Yeah, that's not a mistake. That's a bad decision. That's a bad.
Yes. The allegations are true. What he did, you're just like, what the bleep is going on
If
here?
they're true, that's correct.
But it's what is it? Flows downhill, and that's the way it's been with football in that athletic department when it comes to football last year. So.
Yeah, I just maybe you're going to go. I don't know how many more beautiful Saturday afternoons we're going to get. Word is we're going to get one on Saturday this week. It's homecoming. There's tailgates. I got a good tailgate to go to. You want to take my place? Oh no, you're here. Oh, you're working. Oh, you're working. All right. I got people working on tailgates for me in Wyoming too, by the way. I got a guy here. Let me call my guy. Oh, let me call my. Yeah, I got people working on it for me. I think I've got one at Air Force. I think I got a good tailgate to go to as well.
Sounds like a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's a lot of eating.
It's a lot of eating. It's a lot of driving and a lot of eating. All right, 246-0610-889-22-0610. We got one more segment for you in this work week. Come on in. Make your call in the World Series tonight. College football over the weekend. The NFL over the weekend. Wherever you want to go the rest of the way. It's all for you on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Walgreens. Get Medicare Part D copays for as low as $0 with plans that include Walgreens as your pharmacy. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Juan Soto. What a World Series debut the Nationals outfielder has enjoyed. In Game 1, he homered off Houston ace Garrett Cole, joining Andrew Jones, Miguel Cabrera, and Mickey Mantle as the only players 21 years old or younger to go deep in the Fall Classic. Soto then scorched a 2-run double off Cole, joining the aforementioned Jones and Joe Garagiola as the only players 21 or younger with a 3 RBI World Series game. In Game 2 Wednesday night, Astros manager A.J. Hinch showed the highest respect for Soto. With 2 on and 2 out in the 7th, and the Nats leading 3-2, Hinch did something he had famously avoided throughout the regular season. He gave Soto an intentional walk. Happy 21st birthday, Juan. The baseball world is your oyster. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hey, frequent heartburn may keep you from running your A game, but it doesn't have to anymore. Join the Prilosec OTC 2-week challenge. Just go to prilosecotc.com. You'll get $3 off to get you started, plus 14 days of tips, tricks, and reminders. Just 2 weeks, 0 heartburn. Go to prilosecotc.com and sign up today. 0 heartburn is possible with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Now that you can get your favorite Chili's 3 for $10 meals delivered, anywhere can be your own personal Chili's. So?
Hi, welcome to my house.
Welcome to the meat lovers section of my in-laws' vegan barbecue. Burgers, finally.
Welcome to my therapist's office, where it's okay to eat your feelings. And quesadillas.
Welcome to Chili's Delivery. Order online at chili's.com/delivery and get all your favorite 3 for $10 meals, like Cajun chicken pasta, delivered right to you wherever you are. At participating restaurants only. 3 for $10 not available via third-party platforms. Delivery fees apply.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. This radio station is so amazing. I have been on that station 25 years. I'm really, really grateful for that. Really thankful for that. Albuquerque is a incredible jungle market.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Hey, you're that famous actress. You must travel so much. What's the best site for hotel deals?
Hilton.com.
No. One with crazy savings.
Hilton.com. With their price match guarantee, if you find a better rate, they match it and take 25% off.
No, one with lots of options.
Hilton.com has 16 top hotel brands. Hampton, Hilton Garden Inn, Waldorf Astoria.
Hilton.com. You should totally do their commercials.
Expect better. Expect Hilton.
You're good.
I know, thank you.
Applicable terms and conditions at Hilton.com.
Panera has new breakfast wraps. And yeah, they're an easy on-the-go start to your day. But these are no microwave and go wraps. These are slow-smoked Chipotle chicken, egg, and avocado go-getters. They're maple bacon, eggy smoked Gouda bundles of portable bliss. And they all pair perfectly with our new cold brews. All this can be yours in an instant with rapid pickup. For breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Panera, food as it should be.
We save money for vacations or a new car, but who puts cash away in case the garage door breaks? Nobody? Scott Stigler here. My friend Andy Pomeroy at Windsor Door Sales has you covered. Repair or replace a standard-sized garage door at your home for as low as $10 to $15 a month, or buy it today with no payments and no interest for a whole year. You can afford a nicer door with Windsor Door Sales financing programs. Learn more at windsordorsales.com or call 345-6604. Subject to credit approval.
Guys, have you found yourself feeling sluggish? Just don't have the energy you used to have? Or do you want to take care of your hair loss? Struggling with erectile dysfunction or weight loss? It's Jeff Siembieda, and fellas, you don't have to struggle anymore. Call New Mail and you can feel like you again. It's not going to go away just by ignoring it, and certainly there's nothing to be ashamed of. Low T, erectile dysfunction, lack of energy, they're all natural when men reach a certain age, but you don't have to accept it. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688. 1688 and you can feel better. Men everywhere have made the call and are enjoying the benefits of Numail's cutting-edge programs. The latest treatments taking care of low T, lack of energy, depression. Numail is going to help you feel like you again. Call Numail at 505-652-1688. Right here in Albuquerque, Numail boasts fantastic success rates. That means guys, maybe like you, are regaining their strength and confidence. If you're suffering from ED, depression, or just flat out tired of being tired, call Numail at 652-1688 and feel better.
On November 6th, Lobo basketball is back. Another season begins with one of the most talent-laden teams UNM has had in years. See newcomers J.J. Caldwell and Jaquan Lyle and returning starters Vance Jackson and Carlton Bragg challenge for the top of the Mountain West Conference. Lobo fans, you can get 2 season tickets for the price of one at the station's website. Click the Sweet Deals logo and save more than $300. The thrill of Lobo basketball is almost here. Half-price Lobo season tickets. That's something to howl about.
How can a fully stocked restroom improve your image? How can serviced fire extinguishers or a first aid cabinet make your employees more prepared? How can comfortable work apparel make your business more productive? For over 1 million customers, the answer is simple. Cintas. Cintas delivers everything you need to open your doors with confidence. Because helping keep businesses well-equipped, clean, and looking their best, that's our business. Oh, I'm ready! Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
Ad sponsored by Open Jar Concepts. Attention veterans and active duty military. If you were issued combat arms earplugs after 2002 and were diagnosed with hearing loss or ringing in the ears, you may be entitled to significant compensation. The manufacturer paid $9 million to resolve claims that their earplugs were defective, potentially exposing service members to damaging sound levels resulting in hearing loss and tinnitus. Call today for a free legal consultation at 800-243-1391. Again, 800-243-1391. That's 800-243-1391.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Aggies will be in Georgia Southern this weekend, looking for their first win of the year.
Stop the run.
Lobos will be at home against Hawaii, looking for their first win in a while.
Stop the path.
It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser,
Analysis.
Josh, glad you're here. 2460610 as we head into the weekend.
Hard-hitting analysis.
2460610. Rod sent me an email. What a life you live, Jefferson. Even when you screw up, your punishment is, hello, this is Bombshell Reporterette from Action 4 Investigates. Would you be willing to come on camera and make a statement? When did I screw up? What'd I do? What'd I do? Brad, what are you talking about, man? Even when you screw up. You don't hear me complain about my life a lot, do you?
No.
Pretty sure I know how good I've gotten it. And I appreciate it every day. Glenn, what did you expect tomorrow, he says. Jeff, everyone's expecting a shootout. So it's going to be a defensive struggle. Yeah. What kind of crowd are you looking at? 15-16 an ounce with most leaving at halftime after homecoming? Hawaii has had their own off-the-court problems this week, which you didn't address with the announcer. What was their off-court? I don't even know about.
They dismissed a player from this team, one of the wide receiver.
I apologize. I did not try to skate over that. I did not know that. So they had a receiver dismissed. Okay.
There are no details about the removal.
No details about the removal. We've dismissed a receiver. Dude, where are you on? And it's probably interesting to ask a member of the media.
Melquise Stovall.
All right. I'm not a believer that the public needs to know everything about why players are dismissed or disciplined, and I know I'm probably in the minority, especially when it is a public institution. Well, it's the University of Hawaii. It's taxpayer money. It's
Hey, this guy's the guy that gave.
I'm not big on you've got to know everything. Now,
if it's an incident that gets to a suspension,
So I don't know.
more times than not, you're going to ultimately find out because there's reports filed on it. Like the
right. But if it's you broke team rules, yeah. Look, if there's a police report,
showing up late for practice or doing something along those lines, yeah, you're going to keep that stuff.
If there's a police report, it's going to come out. Now, do you does the school need to take the lead on that, or is it up to the media to go dig it up? It is what it is. Nick's not there. I just went to take his call. Literally hit the button. está. Nick, I'm not avoiding you. And you're certainly welcome to call back. 246-0610. I've never been in the camp where the media has a right to know everything, whether it's about a company, whether it's about a team, whether it's about...
There's, like, to the point that there's levels to it. If there's still student athletes at college, a lot of them, 18 to 24 age range all over the place. But if it's a team thing, if there was, problems with the coach, problems in practice, something along those lines, I think it's fine that this guy's not playing. They're going through the process. It's what's happened at Nevada. Their quarterback, Malik Henry, they didn't suspend him, but they took him off. He's not playing this weekend.
Who's playing for them?
And so you look at it and you're like, well, what the heck is going on? And is it something where he's not showing up to class at all? He's not getting along with coaches. So you have instances like that where it's not. I don't think they're going to dig up a police report or anything that happened from last weekend. So
who's playing for Nevada this weekend? I'm going to see them tomorrow, aren't I? So because Wyoming can get bowl eligible tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Wyoming can. We got a few teams in the Mountain West who are looking at staring at bowl eligibility. I think Boise State can tomorrow. San Diego State already is.
He was removed from participation, not suspended.
All right. I don't even know what that means. Do you? Removed from participation, but
they can focus on academic and non-football issues.
All right. You got two more teams. So you've got two teams that are bowl eligible in Mountain West right now: Boise State and San Diego State, both at 6-1. Air Force is home tomorrow night. They've got a really tough. I honestly, I'm looking forward to watching Air Force and Utah State tomorrow.
Yes,
I'm going to be at that game,
football.
And I think that's the best game to me on the docket in the Mountain West tomorrow. Two really good teams, both 4-2. Utah State's still undefeated in conference play. Air Force has lost once to Boise State. That game's tomorrow night. They're both 4-2. Utah State's 4-2. Air Force, if they win, will be bowl eligible. They're 5-2. Wyoming is 5-2. If they can beat Nevada at home tomorrow afternoon, then they also can get bowl eligible. I'm going to see. I'll see our buddy Sed Bonner tomorrow too.
Oh, what's up, Sed?
Yeah, always a big Sed Bonner fan. Yeah, probably should make that happen at some point soon. And as you're looking throughout college football tomorrow, obviously when you hit the last weekend in October, there's big matchups all over the place. But Wisconsin, Ohio State is interesting. I just don't know. I think it's going to be as close as people think. Wisconsin, to me, and look, this could have been a total anomaly, but I feel like they were exposed last week.
There's always that element of a team like Wisconsin because you know what's coming, and you just got to stop the run game. You're going to get adequate quarterback play from that program. The last time they popped, when they had Russell Wilson. And what they did, they went on run the Rose Bowl.
5 years?
Yeah, so you know what you're getting is a very good run game. It's going to be hard to stop for most people because Jonathan Taylor is fantastic. I still know he's on my Heisman list for a player that it's going to be absolutely everything on him, and he still produce at the level he does. But I think tomorrow is just another game in which we have to realize I think Ohio State's the best team in college football right now.
I think you're probably right. I think you're right. When we reconvene on Monday, will the World Series still be going or will it be over? Nationals have a 2-0 lead. They are home for the next 3 nights. I believe we're going back for Game 6. Nats up 3-2.
So it's going back to Houston. Do the Astros win it if it goes back to Houston? Because if it goes back, that means all of a sudden the momentum is gone right back the other way.
I believe the Astros win tonight, Nats win the next night, and the Astros win on Sunday to extend.
Ooh.
That's where I am. And then can I make that call after watching the games and see how
No.
Why not?
No. It's got to be right now.
No, I will make
National sweep. They win in 4. The Astros collapse and trade everyone.
All right, is that where you're going? Nationals collapse and trade everyone. They fire more than their assistant GM.
Everyone's
hot
fired.
take Dougie doesn't think he should get fired, and then we move on. All right, that's where you are?
Where does he get his news from?
I don't even know, man. I haven't seen what he was in here chirping at me. I don't even know where it came from.
Comes in, he's like, oh, and you're like, oh.
It's funny because I can see him walking down the hall with his little strut and his little face. He's got hot take written all over him.
Yeah, like he's thinking about it. Like
he's gonna come in every week.
I know.
Like it was 2 weeks ago. Browns are beating the Seahawks. It's time. Those games always happen.
Whatever.
Nope. Browns are beating the Patriots. It's time. Those games always happen.
Whatever.
Blind squirrel nut.
All right, you ready? You got your. What do you need? Sweatshirt tomorrow? Mid-weather gear tomorrow?
Just bust out the jackets. Be ready. Come out tonight as well. If you want to support athletics, UNM women's soccer team at home playing San Jose State. 7:30 kickoff. It will be on the Mountain West Network if you can't get out there.
JJ Buck on the call.
There are only 3 games left in this season. Positioning for the Mountain West tournament. Top 6 teams get in. They hold serve at home. Fresno State's going to be a tough one on Sunday, so tonight a big one for the Lobos.
All right, wear a jacket tonight, low of 33. Tomorrow, are you kidding me with tomorrow? Like, I just got a text where I'd rather play golf or watch the worst team in America. You decide. I mean, whatever you want to go do. And it's going to be 72 tomorrow.
72?
72 and sunny tomorrow.
That is so New Mexico.
72 and sunny. You got a 2 o'clock kickoff. Like, go live in that.
31 degrees driving in. It's going to be 72 tomorrow?
Yeah, a low of 30 tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Let's get it.
72 tomorrow. Go kill that.
Day.
Thank you to Robert Kekaula. He was with us, the televoice for Hawaii football. You can listen to him tomorrow over on Facebook. Jim Rome Show is next. The Dan Patrick Show will follow that. The Sports Bar is this afternoon at 3. Catch JJ Buck on television tonight on Mountain West Television with soccer.
30.
Catch JJ Buck tomorrow with the pregame show over on KKOB before Lobo football. He'll be on at 1 o'clock. Josh, great job. Enjoy the weekend. Hoser,
20.
Here's to you. Go out and enjoy a weekend. Have a great, safe one. Be kind, loving, caring, and
10.
We will talk to you again on Monday.